Ahoy, landlubbers. It's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. Welcome to another installment of Friday. Who keeps making these? I don't know. It's better than a lot of the other days. If you're anything like me, your week has sucked. I'm sorry if that's true. What a bad time to be around. Um, it's not all bad. Um, I struggle to be positive, but one thing I'd like to show you guys is last Sunday, and I mentioned this sort of briefly on my Saturday stream last week when we were playing Blueprints, that the stars aligned such that I had a chance to see my sister when she was visiting very briefly to the area for like the Disney World Club event that she got like admission to. But it also means that I have. Ooh, this is a copy of my sister's second book. It's one of the like misprint glossy ones, shiny. She gave me a an acknowledgement in her dedication page that includes my gamer tag Vasco de Gamer, which for some reason, in particular, I find really touching. The context of it is very sweet, but also it's very nice for her to do that at all. I know she credits me with like sparking the interest in Pikachu, which led her to the game Hey You Pikachu, which led her to voice design, which really shaped the trajectory of her whole career. But like also I just like Pikachu and love my sister, and it all kind of worked out for everyone. I regrettably have been having such a bad week that I really haven't made much progress in it. But even as someone who doesn't read very much, I'm very much looking forward to this. It is called the Game Development Strategy Guide, and it is a book all about her experience in game design and trying to make it accessible to people of all levels and degrees of familiarity with game design. So it's like also supposed to sort of appeal to like people on the business side and stuff who don't necessarily know anything about video games. So if you have like any knowledge of video games and interest in learning more about them, like my sister's got a book about that. She also has a book called Designing Beyond Devices. There may be a subtitle I'm not recalling. You can check them out on Amazon. Not a sponsor, just my sister, and I love her. And I don't remember the exact release date, but it's close. And if it's not already happened, then you can pre-order it, and she would love that if you're interested. Partial chill, but also just like a really cool thing that happened. I also gave her a Pikachu, which should surprise no one. I got a Pikachu that I knew she didn't have, and I gave it to her because she needed it, because she didn't have it already, you see. You're 99 months on her channel. That's exciting. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Demolition, hooking up the links in chat. Am I serious right now? All of that was serious, yes. Who lacquered that book? I don't know. It just, they did that for like one box of books. And I got one of those, which is cool. Huge fan of you both. Well, thank you. I'm not sure I've worked as hard to earn it as she has, but you know, I'm doing my own thing out here. I got Pokemon. I don't currently have a Pikachu handy. Here's a fun fact. The vast majority of the Pikachus that are still in my possession are either a gift directly from my sister, which is a fairly small quantity, or Pikachus that I bought for my sister that I later found out she had and then just didn't want to force her to figure out what to do with the second one, so I just kept it. I have like 3 of those. I do also have the Squishmallow Pika, which my mom just got me. She was like shopping one day and there was just like one Pika, and she's like, well, Sherry's already got one, so like you should also have Pikachu because you do also like Pikachu. And I was like, yes, agreed. You know, your sister Pikachu she doesn't have is virtually impossible. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want anyone to snipe the companion Pikachu that I also now intend to give her. But there was like a point where she was like, this is specific, there's like a reason I wouldn't get this for myself. And I'm like, noted. Don't worry, you're covered. Maybe you should try to crochet one. at one point when she started working for the Pokemon company, she was very strict to say that like we should not get her quote unquote bootleg Pikachu's, which I don't think I've ever done that. I don't know where she defines or draws that line. But like, if you are excited about my sister and you want to make her a Pikachu, then I can figure out if that's a thing. um. Anyway, yeah. So this week has been bad. It's a type of bad that doesn't warrant a big half-hour start of the Friday stream rant, which will surprise and should potentially just automatically horrify you, because it's like normally if there's like any kind of like humor or theatricality to it, that I'm like, oh, buckle up, chat, we're going on a ride, and it's a big angry ride. But no, it's just like a brutally sinister. What I will tell you is this: is I've been having a whole heck of a time trying to get anything done, and I've talked a little bit about this in a certain respect in a stream not that long ago, where I was like, I feel like I work and then I like make dinner and then the day is over, and I'm like, shouldn't there be like some middle part where like something can happen? And I'm still working on that, but just as I was starting to make progress on that, my life just like imploded even further. Uh, is it easy to tell what's a bootleg? No, when people are making bootlegs, they do be trying to deceive people into thinking they're real. The trickiest thing I have found since getting a little more like invested conceptually in Pokemon plush is that like there are some things that seem like borderline bootleg and actually are just like authentic like Asian exclusive things that like you couldn't have gotten like here in the West without having it like imported. And like I have like at least one Squirtle that I think like is like on that line, and I'm like, I genuinely I don't know. I don't know if it's real. I got it as a gift and I love it and it doesn't really matter to me. But like I don't know. Like some of them are super obvious, some of them are not. It's tricky. One like an easy way to know if it's authentic is to get it like directly from like the Pokemon Center or something. That's one easy way. Um Congrats on getting that Pikachu. It's an accomplishment worth celebrating. I appreciate that. And also, hi Keen. Hi everyone. Hello everyone. But like yeah, I worked hard on that in its own way. I feel like a handmade Pikachu is different than a bootleg Pikachu. I think that's a very defensible argument, Zacula. And also, I just my sister really very much doesn't want a random thing to jeopardize her job. So I don't know how hard the line is. That's all I'll say about that. That's her call to make. I'm not judging her one way or the other. I totally get where she's coming from. It's not that like she doesn't love all Pikachus, because they're obviously great. It's simply that she doesn't want like some random thing to be like a reason why she would like no longer be able to professionally enjoy Pikachus. The one I posted the other month that was like dog shaped. I don't specifically remember it. I'd have to look at it again. Hi Ditto. Hi Katane. Anyway, back to my like garbage story. So I've been having trouble getting stuff done. And part of that is just like time management in the day. And I've had like this has been a nightmare for me since moving to Florida a little over a year ago. I don't know why. Just being in Florida made it harder. Really no explanation. But like something more insidious has started happening this year. So I've talked a little bit about it, that like I had like an opportunity to get some like quotes on replacing the like fairly old windows in this house, and there's like a few different reasons why that was like an appealing idea, even though it's on the expensive side. But like generally conventional wisdom is like if you have a house and your windows are old, like it's probably worth it to replace the windows if you can afford it, which like it was something I was interested in doing, and I looked into it and committed to it, and it's fine. It was a whole process, but eventually we found like a vendor that seemed like it was up to the task and everything. So like I signed up for that in like May. I think May. and I still at this point don't have a date scheduled by the nature of like the custom work of the windows and like just the intensity of like how that gets scheduled out. So like this is the first in a line of similar issues where like I'm like, oh, let me get a thing done, like a thing I want to get done. Let me get it done, and I like start the process, and then it just like ends up in limbo, and then it sucks and it stresses me out, and I'm like, it starts to become like harder to commit to trying to do new things when things don't get done. And this is I part of last week's rant about work was like this too, where it was just like work has been doing this quite a lot lately. Um, and we'll circle back around to that real briefly later. But so I don't know, like a month and some change ago, like maybe like 5 weeks, somewhere between like 4 and 5 weeks, I got a call from the people who installed my water purifier. They have this sort of like ongoing sensor maintenance thing where like they can tell when you're like due for maintenance or when there's like a problem with the system, and they're sort of like, like you're due for routine maintenance. And I was like, oh great. And they're like, yeah, so like we can schedule it like next week. I was like, cool. And then like that day comes around, like right in the middle of the drama that was August, which I won't elaborate on further because that tangent will get us bogged down in the weeds. But so they're like, yeah, like just like just a few days off and we'll do it. I'm like, great. So that day comes around and they like call me, and I'm like, for some reason I was like right in the middle of something. I was like, oh, like they'll leave a voicemail, like tell me when they're coming or whatever. And I checked the voicemail in a couple minutes, like when I was free, and they were like, you need to call us. I'm like, that's not what I was expecting when you have like a guy scheduled to like come here today. Like, why would I need to call you? Like, you should just tell me like, hey, he's coming at like 3, and then he shows up at 3. That's why we make appointments. And they're like, I call them and they're like, oh, so like the one guy who was gonna do this no show, like quit from the job spontaneously, no notice. So everything on the books for that guy is toast, and we have to rebook all of it. So your appointment is not soon. So like I think like the original appointment was like early August, something like that. And the new appointment is this Wednesday. So like I've been like waiting a whole month to resolve this thing that was like supposed to get done in a few days. It's like, that's annoying. And then like a week or so ago, started noticing just like a little bit of moisture in a weird spot around the like outside air conditioning unit in my house. And like it didn't seem like it was an imminent like emergency problem or anything like that. But I was like, you know what? Like, I didn't make it a priority to get, like, the system checked when I moved in because it just got renovated and, like, it seemed fine. And there was, like, an inspector up there. Like, it's probably fine. And it hasn't given me any issues. And then, like, that. And I was like, you know what? That's a good excuse to get the maintenance done. And we'll just see if they say anything. So I, like, had to research, like, a person to do that. Because originally my hope... There's, like, a lot of these like hybrid contractor companies out here, especially when it comes to like plumbing and air conditioning, but like there's a bunch that sort of like link a few different things together. And so like when I had hired those plumbers to do that emergency thing, I was like, like these are the guys that I'll call to like do air conditioning maintenance, until they caved in my ceiling. And then, you know, that was like a whole issue. That was like a whole big thing. If you know, you know. And so, like, obviously I didn't call those guys again because I'm not insane. Feel free to continue eating those beans if that's what you're already in the middle of. I did some research after, like, seeing just, like, a little bit of moisture in a weird spot. I was like, you know, we'll see. So, like, those guys come out and they check, like, the outside unit, and they go upstairs, and I hear a couple comments while they're working on it about, like, certain things that I like know should be part of the system that like aren't present, and like that's not great. But then, you know, like they sort of wrap everything up and they approach me, and my mom was helping keep an eye on them while I was trying to work because work is a nightmare and it's not getting better. And they were basically like, wow, like Do you know that line from Destiny, the video game Destiny, that's like famous for being horrible, even though I legitimately found it entertaining and funny? The robot originally voiced by Peter Dinklage was like, "I don't even have time to explain that I don't have time to explain." Um, and they basically hit me with the maintenance equivalent of that. Like, there's so much wrong with this that it like isn't in either of our best interests for me to explain to you what's wrong with it. We recommend replacing everything, and gave like a huge, big, scary number quote for that. And my mom and I talked it over, and we're like, that is a big investment. And we have had people up there, and none of them has said that it's like the degree of catastrophe that these people are talking about. So like, let's get a second opinion. So my mom did independent research and found like a second person, and we called them in, and that guy came in, and he noted some of the same problems, and like overall had like a much more optimistic view of it. But like still was sort of like, I mean, like the big thing the second guy pointed out was like, here are like two critical safety features that should prevent the system from having a catastrophic failure that might, for example, and like I didn't ask this, but like for example, might cause like a bunch of like backed up liquid to just like pool in your ceiling, which would, you know, cause it to like cave in, possibly. And he's like, yeah, here's like two safety features. Neither of them worked. And I say worked past tense because they should already have triggered and stopped the system from working. And it was like, well, that's not great. You don't want that. And they're like, nah. Also, a big part of the normal maintenance we would do is like not possible because the way that they like plumbed some of the piping that's a part of this system just has like no accessibility to it. So like that kind of needs to be reworked a little bit or whatever. That made us doing with service. No. You don't get, you misunderstand, Kat. I'm not mad at the guy. I'm upset that that's reality. And I'm upset that there's like a great deal of cost associated with it. I'm just saying, I'm putting the emphasis on that because I think it's funny that like of all the things in the world to bring up with the air conditioner, which isn't known for like being a huge plumbing hazard typically, he's like, yeah, the thing that this could be doing is exactly the thing that like went wrong when plumbers just like poured open water into your attic. But like, no, I understand that. Like, if I didn't understand that maintenance needed to be done, I wouldn't have embarked on this in the first place, right? It's just that, like, that's bad. Like, it's really bad for the system to already be in a state where, like, two different fail-safes have failed and not fixed the system. But, like, his fix was a lot more modular and, like, a fraction of the price of the other, but not cheap. And, like, that's the thing that has to get done, well, you know, now because the system has already like failed and should have stopped working or whatever. But here's the thing about that is that I also already have that appointment next Wednesday for the water treatment guy. And the point of all this is to say like it's just so unbelievably annoying that like this whole year, just like anytime I try to get anything done, it just adds more problems. Like no problems get solved, they only expand, and I'm very tired of it. And so like this week will hopefully pass, and with it two things will be done, and then I can start working on some of the other ones. But it just sucks, and also just like work has been horrible. So the real Cliff Notes version of work this week is I've talked very recently about how new starts are like generally one of the worst things you can do in my job. Like the two big bads are like new starts and clearance issues. And I had a whole stack of clearance issues like a week and a half ago. And then it's been like new starts all the way down like all year. There have been very few weeks with like a like ordinary number by comparison to my 6 years of experience with this company. What I would consider a normal amount of new starts per week. There have been very few weeks like that throughout this entire calendar year. And this week, at the start of the week, I had two. I only had two that I had to deal with. I was like, that's incredible. Two is such a manageable number. Two is, in fact, quite a small number. Average is like 4 to 8 or something. Many weeks have been like in the high teens. A few of them have been a lot worse. And then like on Tuesday, like right at the point where like I finished doing like all my like startup work that like just needs to be followed up on or whatever, my boss just like in the middle of the afternoon, and I'll clarify that Tuesday is also the day that we got the first opinion on the sky is falling, like replace your house because the air conditioner is so bad quote. Like right at like an hour after those guys wrapped up and left and gave us all that bad news, my boss was like, so just like apropos of nothing, one of our absolute largest national partners of radio stations is having a start on almost every single one of their stations. And for my part, again, I would consider average like somewhere between like 4 and 8 stations to be contacted for starts. I already had 2. This list gave me like 39 or like in the ballpark of 40. It's basically like a day and a half worth of work in a single Excel spreadsheet. Which means that while I'm working on that, I'm not getting anything else done. I'm just doing starts. It's horrible. Starts are like a really detail-oriented, time-intensive task. So trying to get through 40 in a week absolutely sucks. And I think at the end of this week, I have one station from the big list unconfirmed, one from the other 2, and that's not confirmed, and then like some clowns who like still haven't confirmed stuff from like August, who are just on my absolute like poop list. Like they know what they did. Anyway, all things included, we've managed to reach the half hour of rant, even though only about like 17 minutes of that was proper rant. You're welcome, or I'm sorry, or whatever, but we're here. And it's now. How is everyone doing? Hi, Deco. Echo says, I see from the plushies that Easter is coming. Well, you know, that recently there have been various themes that indicate where the secret Squirtles might be hiding. You know, if you're not familiar, it's the Squirtles like this one. We have an emote and everything. Lately, I've been keeping one handy so I can, like, show people who don't know what a Squirtle is what a Squirtle is. Real fun, super brief anecdote. Pokemon Battle Revolution came back to the Twitch Plays Pokemon channel at some point in the recent past. I found out about it on Wednesday. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I had a really spectacular match where it was just one-on-one Squirtle versus Heatran, which is like a legendary Fire and Steel Pokemon. And like based on their movesets, the entire match came down to like the accuracy of 2 inaccurate moves and who would hit 2 of them first. And I gained like a bunch of like fake gambled score by betting on Squirtle, and everyone else was like, obviously the legendary Pokemon will win. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Let's see. Kat said, I ended up being in my workplace for 6 of the last 7 days, and normally I only work 3 to 4 days a week. I hope that wasn't too disastrous. Zacula says, on the bright side, we get to experience this wonderful video game today. You know what? Zacula, that's such a great excuse to transition over to this screen, which has gone idle from me ranting. Why don't we boot up the game? Yeah. So, we're going to play some No Sleep for Kaname Date. What is this game? Oh, hang on.
Swear to keep quiet about everything.
I didn't expect you to be in on this too. Mizuki, you know why I'm here, right?
The real Tessa isn't here. Both of them are fake.
Iris really was kidnapped.
Back then, that was Hina?
Not as bad as it could be, and admittedly the training was pretty good. Hey, I like to hear that. Oh yeah, in addition to all the other stuff, we had like 2 different like mandatory training courses this week. Like, God, work has just been such a nightmare. It's unconscionable how stupid the convergence of everything is. I'm also trying to get I'm trying to replace my work laptop, and I sent like 2 messages to our IT guy today, and he didn't respond to either of them, which is awesome and on brand, but awesome. Have we killed Oda yet? No, but I mean, we can hope. That's why we play these games, right? Keen also asks, did I get to check out the latest season of Pokemon Concierge and see the cute Eevee scenes? No, not even like a little bit at all. I can't stress to you how difficult it has been to get through the last 7 days. There has been precious little of that time that has been allocated to anything other than existing, really. I honestly, originally I had planned to watch like Pokemon Concierge on my lunch breaks, because the thing I normally watch on my lunch breaks is on like a 2-week hiatus. But time makes fools of us all, and like I basically haven't had any time because work has been such an absolute drag. Did I see this week's Alien Art? That I did do. I did make time for that because it's on the list of like conversation subjects for Saturday lunch with my mom, and like yikes. Man, it's almost like we shouldn't take the horrible alien nightmare creatures from the horrible alien nightmare world and put them in a box where the humans... Also, that sheep is like the scariest thing I've ever seen. It's done almost nothing, and it's just like all the shots of just the sheep looking at the camera are genuinely some of the scariest stuff I've ever seen. I really hate that sheep in like the best possible way. Like what a disaster. Also the bugs. Like I don't want to belabor it or like get into spoiler territory, but the bugs were an unexpectedly deeply unpleasant surprise. Some Silk Song appreciation in chat. 'Tis the season. Is the Tessa Iris name thing just also not talked about, like the bunny suit? Well, so like that's in the first game. We established that Iris is like her given name and Tessa is her like stage name, but then she like also has like a doing business as a set. So like yes, that is inherently complicated, but like it's all explained as much as I could expect it to be in the original Somnium Files game. But yeah, something about something. Oh yeah, like yeah, I'm not thrilled about trying to change my work laptop. Okay, so No Sleep for Kaname Date, a Somnium Files expansion or whatever the subtitle is called. Don't worry about it. So long story short, Iris, also known as Tessa, also known as Aset, you bet, is someone prone to being kidnapped and put in dangerous situations. I had a friend like this in college. It really sucks to be them. She has, in fact, been kidnapped by people who claim to be aliens who are, like, testing the limits of humanity by putting them in dangerous situations and trying to get them to open their third eye and perceive beyond themselves or some nonsense. And last week we spent most of the stream in an escape sequence where the aliens were like, all right, you're in like separate rooms, can you work together in this impossible situation to make sure nobody dies and everybody escapes? And we did, even though it meant saving Ota, because the game didn't actually seem to provide me like a fourth eye option where like we get rid of him. But again, I'm kind of hoping that like now that like they've isolated Tessa separate from the escape rooms, which is new because previously she'd been in all of them and we kind of took her place in this instance, I'm hoping that like we can make a trade where we like give them Ota and take Iris and then we just leave. But yeah, so like in the process of that latest escape room, teen idol Iris / Tessa / Aset enthusiast Moma, the confirmed Yakuza who pretends that he is not a criminal, was also introduced to the escape game. He is now one of our allies along with Ota, trying to do whatever the latest escape room is. So at the end of the last escape, we were just like debriefing, trying to figure out where Iris is, which is what we've been doing the whole time. And then Moma's all of a sudden like, no, she's like at this specific like train station downtown. Like, just like come to here. And so like we went there and we had like a shootout with like a bunch of identical cookie cutter guards, which is like a staple of this series. And then we just like took the midnight train going anywhere and ended up in an escape room. And Moma and Ota are in not identical but like complementary escape rooms where like a subway train stopped in the middle of a room and each of us seems to have like different like accents and accoutrement around the trains. And that's like kind of what we're doing. We didn't advance the story like a ton, but we kind of like filled in a lot of gaps about like what's going on. One thought that I did have is like this game has been very allergic to introducing new characters. It's sort of a mid-quill, sort of. It's called a spin-off. But like they've been very careful. Like they haven't introduced like every existing character, but they've touched on a bunch of them. Like they didn't even bring back Kaniza, which is wild because like he's like the best character in the whole thing that's not a mermaid. And I was curious. So like in the first game, there's like a dialogue option where you can get the busty receptionist who works at Lemniscate, the publicity company that works with Iris, where she says that she's like a reptilian alien, but she calls it a vegan because stereotypes about receptionists or something. But like, I'm starting to wonder, like, maybe she's like the mastermind behind all of it, right? Then we don't need like a new voice actor. I mean, I think there's like a plot hole there with her still existing in Nirvana Initiative, which takes place after this, but like, we already did such a bad job of excusing like Pewter's return that like I'm not gonna put it past this game. Also, it's Somnium Files, so like forget it, Jake. It's Somnium Files. Like we're not here to make sense. We're here to like take dreams and escape rooms or something, and that is what we'll do right now. Cool. Hey, look, it's Minecraft over here. It's like disco Minecraft.
This pillar is shiny, but it doesn't stand out in any other way.
Shiny's probably not quite the right way to describe that. Kat said, notably Akemi, the reptilian, the alien who's like in charge of the escape game, sure seems a lot less friendly. Concerned about harm to various people involved now that Iris is unconscious. There definitely is something tonally weird about Iris now just being captive and not being like on trial. I imagine we'll learn more about that change. I don't know how deliberate that is or what have you. This is unrelated. I was watching a stream the other day and the streamer and I were talking about hidden gem games. He asked if I heard of Resonance of Fate. Oh boy.
This is my car.
Yeah, that is his car. It's got like 4 boots on it.
There's no way I wouldn't recognize it.
It has like a placard on the dashboard. Or no, that's supposed to be a license plate?
Indeed. The wheel even has my charging spot.
How? When? How'd that reptilian pull this off?
I also failed to notice.
Well, Aiba, that's a plot hole that I think we will not reconcile, is the things that you have failed to notice.
The signal seems to be rather weak here in the underground. GPS is non-functional as well.
Secula says no squarehead guy either in the returning cast. Well, yeah, but is that really so bad?
The tires are locked.
It does not look like they would come off easily. Getting it to move would prove difficult.
Katie says, if the receptionist turns out to be behind this, I just want to point out, like 4 weeks ago, I called it. I think you did do that, yeah.
At least we can still get in.
I don't actually know if it's likely at all, but it just, like, I was thinking about the aliens today, and that occurred to me. So, it's weird. I feel like every time I start an escape room, it puts the cursor, like, way off in the corner, and I forget it even
It
exists.
looks like some kind of board game.
This is a metal plate comprised of aluminum.
Stop hologram. This is, I gotta tell you, this is such like a Zero Escape looking item. Like obviously this was made by Team Zero Escape and it's not a coincidence that that's true, but like in a way that I have difficulty articulating to you, this is just such a Zero Escape item. Like a thing with maybe a weird mark on the back, but more importantly, it's got like a couple holes, a strange symbol, and then like something that's like clearly a cipher that doesn't make any sense by
The
itself.
font is weird, but that says ice, doesn't it? And then there's pass equals blank, and 2 pentagonal holes. There's also a symbol that looks like a snowflake.
Anything else I could like do in here? I don't suppose I could like drive.
That's your charging port.
Indeed. There is little doubt that this is your car.
I mean, it could be a replicar. God, it's some plot holes. Sinky, Pachaka Max. You know, that's the best fake one I think I've heard so far. You have one of these. Zaga says, I think we also glossed over the bit where we found out that pretty much every character in the game was in on the pewter scheme, or this scheme, making a whole bunch of what Date had to do amount to a giant waste of time. We did, mostly for my own sanity, because it's really hard to like even think about that. It really doesn't make any kind of sense at all. It's very annoying. I had like something of like a mild revelation that it's like the appeal of the Somnium Files games is exclusively in the unhinged dialogue. Everything else is a vessel for that.
It's shiny. That's about it.
I want it to be more than that, but I think that's just consistently true. Like, the best parts of the game are always, like, weird dialogue, and occasionally the characters, but, like, selectively, because even the good characters are, like, psychotic to an annoying degree sometimes. But, like, yeah, like, in order to enjoy the Somnium Files, you, like, cannot try to make pure sense of them. You also got the obligatory porno mag combat power-up. That's true. Wait, I haven't had anything resembling time to isolate audio from like the 80 quotes that this game has generated. But Pewter had one on this. It is not a pornography problem. The game does not have that. Kanita isn't psychotic. He's just a normal guy. Yeah, but like, why isn't he? I mean, I guess there aren't crime scenes, but like, how is he not in this game?
It appears to be a floor plan of this area.
Right now, we're in the club, I guess?
We're in the club? Like, Spock from Star Trek trying to, like, blend in like, a early 2000s nightclub.
Ouch! Huh? The surface is weirdly hot.
Is there something behind it?
It doesn't look like it has obvious screws, which I would expect to be able to remove. If he got promoted due to being the only person who's serious about his job. Now, I'm pretty sure he's still the crime scene investigator and, like, the only crime scene investigator in Nirvana Initiative. Which, again, I'm not gonna write out the possibility of plot holes, but, like, it would be a plot hole. It's not displaying anything. That sounds like one of, like, my niece or nephew, like, trying to understand technology. First seat on the left. And maybe, like, a little locker or, like, a small, like, tower computer that has a Roman numeral 4 on it. And for some reason, like, wire cutters I can't interact with. And then, like, holograms of MoMA and Ota. Like, super normal stuff. I assume some part of this is like a puzzle to get us to sit in the right seats or something. Alright, I feel like that's everything I can look at with Date straight off. Let's get Ota out of the way.
Tell me the sitch on your side.
It was implied that his is the first thing to do is to color up the cocktail. Here's some cocktails.
She said there's no poison, right?
You okay?
It's a Moscow Mule.
You can tell?
I'm kinda crazy about them lately.
How old is Ota supposed to be? Does anyone remember?
This long cocktail is a Moscow Mule. There's a powder at the edge of the glass. It's potassium cyanide! Actually, it's just salt. It's a margarita.
Who does he think he's making that joke for the benefit of? Like, no one's relating to this. Is the drinking age in Japan like lower or something? Maybe, I don't know. Like, it's his appreciation for Iris is already weird enough that, like, I don't think, like, she's supposed to be in high school, right? So, like, him being, like, drinking age is, like, not happy.
Don't scare me like that.
Do you truly believe that a person who licked potassium cyanide would be in a state to casually say, it's potassium cyanide?
I'm not, like, the chieftain of potassium cyanide, so, like, I wouldn't know.
This short cocktail is a margarita.
I mean, calling it a short cocktail is, like, probably reasonable, but it sounds silly.
This candle is anchored to the bar, but it's lit, so maybe I'll have to use it for something?
I think it's going overboard to say that this candle is lit. Not that exciting. Hang on. Neko says, apparently Oda is 24, but Demolition says Demolition is 20, the drinking age in Japan. Is that the distinction there? So Oda is supposed to be 20. That's not good. Gang? It's one of those things where, like, an age gap, okay, let's say she's 18. I don't know if that's true. Let's say she's 18 to make the hypothetical less upsetting. Like, an age gap of 6 is, like, not egregious, 6 years. But, like, it's way worse when, like, one of those folks is in high school. Like, that's not good.
There's some kind of card inside this fridge.
Oh, that's such a good... DJ Booth is such a good DJ name. What are we doing with them?
It's not opening. There's this thermometer, too. Is it a hint or something?
Yeah, it looks like we have to make it 800 degrees, which I think is the temperature of the DeLorean traveling at 88 miles per hour with a flux capacitor. Dance floor is interactable. This should be interesting.
I guess this is the dance floor.
I stand corrected. That was not interesting at all. The internal temperature of a cigarette. Weird that you know that off the top of your head, and at the same time, fair, I guess. Okay, he says, I thought that he and Iris were the same age. I mean, I thought maybe they were like a year or two different. But, like, him being, like, well out of high school is upsetting. I'm sure we, like, looked this up at some point, but, like, it's so much easier to not think about it. There's nothing on it. It's in the first Somnium. Oh, you're right. The cigarette temperature was in the first Somnium. I did forget about that. Listen, I normally have a pretty good memory, but I have to tell you, I'm, like, way overtaxed in reality. So if I, like, forget stuff, like, don't be mad. Be helpful, okay?
Cocktail.
No,
There's
no
a
one's been doing
snowflake
that. I'm
symbol
just
on
giving
it,
you a
so
warning.
I guess it's a freezer? Booze is often stored in freezers, but I'm not sure about cocktails. Well, if it says cocktail on it, I guess they could be here. It won't open. That looks like a screen for an electronic lock. Maybe that will open it.
It's funny, like, the Zero-Escape games do this a ton too, but, like, there's this funny thing where, like, certain things, like, have to be spelled out. Like, they just, like, won't allow them to be, like, assumed. And in fairness, like, one that comes up a lot in the Zero-Escape games is just that, like, a door is locked, and it's like, I mean, it's pretty safe to assume that the doors are locked, but, like, you'd feel really stupid wasting, like, an hour trying to solve a bunch of puzzles to get out of, like, a Deadly Escape game situation if you could simply open the door. So you might as well, like, check it for, like, thoroughness. But, like, it's just really funny that there's, like, a clear, like, keypad on here in, like, a puzzle game. And he's like, let me see if I can just open it. Obviously, there would then be no need to have this keypad, but, like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
No good.
Anything in the train? Monitor. Okay. I sort of understand. Give me a moment. Switch back to Date.
I'm so worried about you, I can't focus.
Forget about me. Worry about yourself.
That's such an insane thing to say. For Ota to say to Date, I'm so worried about you that I can't focus, is, like, actually sociopathic. Like,
This one seat has a different design.
please sit on it? Okay, I guess that's not what we're doing. I thought maybe I could just get them to sit in the position that their hologram is in, but I guess I need to get them to figure that out, because it's not
I need
letting
your
me do
info.
that now.
Date actually needs my help.
Oh, God. Is Pewter in here? Nah. Unfortunately, he's also not in jail, which is where he belongs.
Momo, are things okay over there?
I don't need you worrying about me.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that this game is the first time that Moma is a playable character. Like, I think there were, like, brief periods where you could control Ota in, like, Somnium, technically speaking. But I don't think that's ever been true of Moma.
Wait, I gotta be both the one doing the bet and the one shaking the pot? No fun just playing with myself. Well, whatever. Wait, I got the pot, but no dice. I guess I should look around some more.
Oh no, I've unwittingly set Demolition off on a rabbit hole. He's like trying to work out the math on Ota. He's like, he was 18 in a scene when his father was alive. There was a line of dialogue in the flashback scene like, "Oh, we're going so deep. I didn't mean to cause you this strife." Tangular says, "I wish Moma hadn't talked about playing with himself." Well, I mean, if he's gotta be the dealer and the one shaking the pot, I don't know, like, what else? What the heck? What's going on with this?
This pillar's got a different design than the others.
This jail. Does the clue have to do with Pewter? Hold
Hey,
on.
Date! Solve something already!
I'm working, damn it. Sheesh.
Can I, like, check all the sides of these? Does each room have, like, a bars? Or is his unique in that way? Are they all just tucked away? Saw something already. You've never been in an escape
any
room,
ideas,
and
Ota?
it shows.
Some light novel plots, and that's it.
Looks like his is unique. I wonder why that is. There's a rough start here, in that I don't know what I'm doing and I'm an idiot.
Do you need my help?
Not at all. This is way easier than real combat.
Casino floor.
It ain't powered.
Oh, hey. Oh, this is the drone thing. Someone, like, went to great lengths to explain how drones work.
It's
This
not
one's
open.
locked, incidentally. You ever see the escape room episode of Game Changer? No, I haven't seen Game Changer. I've heard good things about it, though. Really generic ones that don't tell me much about it. Alright, okay. It does look like he actually might have something in his train where the others do not. That's off. Projection. See, it's weird. Hang on a second.
Pack of cigs.
Don't smoke them. We might need them for the puzzles.
Shut up! You think I don't know that? A box of cigs. Not empty either. It could be a hint of some kind. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, so if I click on the seat, then I can try to interact with the items that don't have, like, normal
Got any hints,
hitboxes.
Date?
No.
Which means I should pick up the wire cutters.
Wire cutters? This looks like a normal tool to me.
They appear to be wire cutters.
Thanks, Aiba. Thank you. I don't remember, somewhere online I saw someone posting this great clip out of context of, like, a specific Pokemon episode where it's like the first time Ash ever sees the Pokemon Servine, and there's just this absolute, like, nonsensical, like, transition, because, like, if you've never seen Pokemon, sometimes over the commercial break they'll, like, do this thing, who's that Pokemon, where, like, before the commercials they show you a silhouette of a Pokemon, they're like, what Pokemon is that? And then they come back and they tell you. So, like, before the commercial break, Like, Ash sees Servine for the first time, and, like, it comes out and it's just like, Servine, because Pokemon say their names out loud. And so he's like, Servine. Like the trainer sends him out, he's like, go Servine, and he's like, Servine, and then Ash is like, Servine, and then it cuts back to Servine again, saying his own name, and then it does, who's that Pokemon, and the silhouette is Servine, and then it comes back, and then they're like, the Pokemon was Servine, and they, like, rejoin the story, and it's just, like, Servine saying its name again, and then Ash being like, that must be Servine. I feel like that's what we're doing here. Oh no, I need
Iris
to
is
switch back
waiting for you.
to...
Do your best.
Right.
Do you have any
I
items
gotta
I wasn't
do it
paying
for her.
attention to? No, I don't think so. I don't think he has any items at
I'll
all.
let Moma work for now.
Fine by me. I'll get it done. Huh? There's something on the window. I can't make sense of this. It don't look like text or a picture.
Wait, my brain wanted to take a blueprint screenshot of that for, like, idiot reasons. That's not how this one works, guys. Okay, so I got these cigarettes, and I don't know how to transfer items, but it seems like that's something I should be able to do. So this is the DJ booth. Oh, do they all have a different locked door? I kind of thought that was just where we came from, and that wasn't relevant. But, like, Ota has
What do you see
a
from
key
there,
card
Ota?
I see.
for it.
I see the answer.
Dude, this says I just looked up that clip and it's so good. It's really good. I don't know that I ever saw that, like, there's like a trillion episodes of Pokemon. And, like, when they changed the voice actors for some of the main cast, I just, like, couldn't. I could not. I'm sure there are lots of great episodes after that, but, like, I definitely didn't make it that far, and I'm not sure I made it quite all the way to that. So I don't know if I saw that episode when it was first out, but, like, man, that Servine thing is so funny. It's so stupid. It's just, there's, like, absolutely no self-awareness in the process of making that. Okay, what was I gonna do? Look at, no, it's DJ, so DJ booth is, like, the center for all of them?
We gotta hurry up and
So-
save Tessa.
Each of them has,
the three
like,
of us gotta work together.
yeah, okay. Boy, I do not know what I am doing. Can I hotwire my own car? With these wire cutters?
I'll look inside.
Nope. Actually, I managed to click with, like, perfect timing the leave and get in buttons. 4 boots seems excessive, no? I mean, 2's probably quite enough insurance. 4 does seem like a lot. There's really not a lot going on in this room at all, huh? It sure feels like... I haven't seen anything that feels like it benefits from the ice plate and the wire cutters. Don't know, man. Don't know. Oh, hang on. Apparently, I should have thought to use my thermovision just because it was hot at all. Which, like, might be on me, but that feels like a little bit out of it, like a little out of pocket, to be honest.
It is not uniformly hot. There appear to be cold spots.
The cold spots look like text. Kick off the leg of the striped? Striped? Striped what? Ota, Moma, is there anything striped where you are?
Striped? What's this about?
I don't really get it, but I'll tell you if I see anything.
It's the car. It has boots on it. It's got a
Giraffe.
stripe. It's actually kind of weird that it's only on the hood, but whatever. Just kick Ota, that might be it. Could be. Do you think that the boots are, like, bolted on with, like, pentagonal nuts or whatever?
I'll look inside again.
But like, there's no hitbox for them at all. Isn't there a striped pillar in Moma's room? There is. But doesn't it say kick off the boot?
Ota, tell me the sitch on your side.
Hey, do you need my help?
Not at all. This is way easier than real combat.
Need a kick button all. I feel like all games should just use the full throttle input system.
Huh? Didn't Date say something about a striped thing? Hey, Date, what am I supposed to do when I find a striped thing?
Kick off its leg.
Leg. Well, I guess it counts. I'll just try and see what happens.
I mean,
Let's
no
do
part
this.
of this looks like a leg to me.
Hell yeah, there were a square die like any other.
Guess I'll go play with myself. What, the game told me to. Sitch, what year is it? Stop asking chronological questions. We learned that lesson the hard way in Nirvana Initiative. Use
Looks
dice.
like you are prepared for the gamble of a lifetime.
That sounds bad.
Now, hurry up and put your chip in the designated place there.
Okay, it says, remember when Pikachu lost to a level 5 Snivy? That's where I stopped watching. I also randomly saw a clip recently of, like, an episode where Pikachu beats a Marowak using an electric attack, and that doesn't make any sense at all. Because, like, Marowak is a ground type, which takes exactly 0 damage from any electric attack.
Shit. Where do I get that? A dice cup. A dice cup can no.
Can only mean odds or evens. That's the only thing it could be.
Looks like you. Now,
Shit, where do I.
I don't know. Set the sprinklers off against Onyx. I mean, that one, like, almost works for me. Like, it's still a ground type, but, like, at least it tries to convey that something was done to make it conduct electricity. It's very silly. It's extremely silly. But, like, honestly, like, in hindsight, like, as stupid as it was that, like, fully half of Ash's Kanto badges were, like, given under, like, duress, basically. Like, I think it actually makes sense with the long-term goal of the show for him to, like, go to all these different places and, like, learn to be a better trainer, that, like, he only gets a lot of those badges, like, as special treatment. Like, it was something that was, like, kind of annoying at the time, but now it's sort of like, no, I get it. I get the big picture. I don't know where this chip is. There's not, like... Not, like, an abundance of, like, things to interact with at the start of this one. Like, I feel like once this kicks off, it'll kick off. But, like, that's not where we're at now.
This one.
I'm not sure how I would get something to align with that so that it would, like, read as something.
There's a round socket.
Can I just put a cigarette in it?
There's a round. There's.
Is this saw? Can I, like, put my finger in it? I don't know what I'm doing. It feels like Moma goes
Fluffy.
first, but, like...
Mittens, kittens, ASAT, you bet.
that transition makes a lot less sense when Tessa isn't here.
The coaster's anchored down.
They're LED coasters, but they don't have
This is a
color
bar-
to them. So it doesn't seem like it's useful. I probably have to, like, turn them on? But, like, it was kind of implied that, like, color would be, like, the first thing I'm doing, but it's, like, not, right? Candle. Do I put the drinks on the candle to heat them up? Nah, it seems more like the candle's there to light the cigarette, but I don't know how to get the cigarette. Seems like to get the cigarette, I would have to open the DJ booth doors for both Ota and Moma. But in order to do that, Moma would have to be in Ota's presence to give him the cigarette, which is problematic because in order to do that, I would already have solved the cigarette puzzle. Can't even, like, interact with stuff. It's a rough start, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I feel like I'll...
I definitely think I'm being
Did you figure
stupid.
something out?
I got an idea.
I am not at my best. I'm not gonna pretend that I am, which is the reason why I'm contemplating doing something that is not Blueprints tomorrow. I don't know where collectively we're at with Blueprints. My feelings are very complicated, but like I just think tomorrow might not be a good day to do it regardless of that. Cutters. What would the wire cutters do? Concept art for who is nuts. I think he's bad enough. You shouldn't give Oda cigarettes. I don't care that he's 24 and acts 15. I mean, that's great general advice, but have you considered that it's Ota and the cigarettes will negatively affect his lifespan? Okay, it's time to go to the map and look for points of interaction that I'm too stupid to notice or something. First seat on the left, first seat on the right. Yeah, there's something weird about those seats, and I want the game to let me just sit in them, but it doesn't seem like I can do that. Is there a way I can force it?
It's a hologram of Moma.
Indeed. His eyes are closed as though he is sleeping.
A hologram of Ota?
It does not appear to be a representation of Ota in real time.
It looks like he's asleep.
Is the number more important than the position? So left is 1, 2, 3, 6.
Moma, what do you have over there?
All right, I'll look around. Give me a sec.
1, 2, 3. He's in the same position. 6. Sit in it. Just
There's
sit
a
in it.
polygramma device here.
Oh crap! This thing has hexagonal doodads on it, which you only get if you like randomly click on the thing. It doesn't look like it's interactable at all.
It's a hologram.
Can it? Nobody asked you.
This is clearly the thing I need to be doing. It's really annoying. Okay,
If
go.
Tessa gets hurt, I'll see you in hell.
I get it. Now shut up for a moment.
This is exactly the type of thing. There was like matching the colored edges of the box before that I was like, if you did this in a real escape room, it would be like infinitely easier than like doing it in the video game. This is like the second thing like that, where like, if I could just like look at stuff normally like a human, then like, I feel like I would notice that like really quickly, but like, stop hologram. So I should put it on one that's active, I guess is what that means.
This plate's shape makes it perfect to block the holograms. Okay, but why though?
I don't even know why though.
This plate's shape makes it okay.
I don't know. Why don't you try it and find out, you clown? What do you mean, why? What do you mean, why? We can't do anything. There's only like 3 things I can interact with. Why don't you try doing it for a change? It's not even as easy. Like, just, I'm like so fried, like, not like, I know exactly what I plan to do in Blueprints, assuming we like continue with my plan to finish the stupid sanctuary doors or whatever. Because, like, everything I need is an item now, which sucks, but it means I just take, like, trading post and try to draft locksmith to get rare keys and stuff. Like, I know exactly what to be doing. It's just all not deterministic and, like, stupid. And, like, maybe Dwarf, maybe, like, try out some of those train games or something. I don't know. Something. Balatro is always a good one.
The way this is shaped, I'm not sure.
Not sure what it will do. Hey, you know what would be a good way to find out is to try, you absolute buffoon.
This looks like a holographic There's something written here. Is this I the letter or the Roman numeral?
It must be the latter. The other devices display different numerals.
Hang on. Password equals blank. Give me a second.
Come to
I'm
think of it,
cooking.
didn't Ota mention something like that?
3, 4, 1. The password equals blank. So the absence of these symbols is the 3-digit password. It's 341.
Did you call me?
Ota, I found
You did? What does it say?
no numbers, but wait, no. These kind of look like incomplete digital numbers. Iris is waiting for you. Do your best.
Right. I gotta do it for her. I'll try.
Awesome. Some crap.
Oh, it's open!
That's way too
Cocktails
excited.
inside.
It's full of crap.
She said there's no poison, so I'll go ahead and taste them. This is refreshing in a way only gin and tonic can be. It was almost frozen, but this is clearly a gin and tonic.
Clearly.
This is... hints of lemon. Based on its appearance, it's gotta be a white lady.
I don't think you're allowed to say that in 2025.
This fancy drink is a white lady. The high alcohol content kept it from freezing all the way, so it's got a really smooth taste.
So he goes, does Oda have a drinking problem? Oda has a problem with most things.
It was nearly frozen, but it definitely tasted like white wine, so it's gotta be a spritzer.
This seems like the important part.
What's this note behind the door? There's something on the paper. Let's see. The scent of ginger all the way left. The lime twice right of the salt.
Lime twice right of the salt? But isn't lime and salt all part of margarita?
The queen to either side of the salt. The wine to the left of the lime.
Oh, this is gonna be a hassle for me knowing nothing about
What
alcohol.
the hell?
Okay, so, I'm gonna guess that a Moscow Mule has ginger in it. Does anyone know this?
The Moscow Mule is a mix of
There it
vodka
is.
and ginger ale.
Okay.
It's usually supposed to be served in a copper cup.
That's the only thing I know about the Moscow Mule, is that it's supposed to be in a copper cup. I don't know why, but it's the only thing I know about it. Moscow Mule on the left. Put it down. And then the phrasing on this was weird. Lime twice right of the salt. Is one of these more salt associated than a margarita? Or I guess more lime associated? Is a spritzer a lime thing? Well, one of them has like lime wedge it. Is that all we're going for? So like margarita is the salt. Yeah, that would make sense. So like lime is the Gin and tonic?
It's a very simple cocktail made from just gin and tonic water with a lime garnish.
Yeah, okay, so gin and tonic goes in this one. Nope, hang on, this one. And then the margarita goes...
A margarita
goes here. And it seems to imply that it doesn't care what position the other two are in, but that doesn't make sense.
I guess it's a hint for the order the
Oh
cocktails
no, wine
have
to the
be placed in,
left
but there's no
of the
thing-
lime. Now, hang on. Wine to the left of the lime. That doesn't seem right.
First, next, third is.
Oh my,
I
could you
heard
just
in
like not? I'm trying to solve the puzzle, my guy. Center ginger all the way to the left. Lime twice right of the salt. Oh no, lime right of salt. So if just please shut up. Like this is the thing this game does that it's like. I feel like normally a puzzle game would be like, do you want like an incessant amount of hints? So like every time you look at the clue, it will try to solve the puzzle on your behalf. And I would like basically always say no. But like the default in this game is like, when there's a clue like this, it's like, why don't the characters just tell you the name of the movie you'd like to see? Ginger to the left, lime right of salt. For some reason I've read that backwards. So I think that means that lime is all the way to the right. And then margarita's there. And then looking at the clue in no way is an admission that I don't know what I'm doing. It's literally the clue. If you don't want me to look at the clue, then like put it somewhere where I can see it. Are you kidding me? Are you insane? This is unbelievably annoying. I literally would like to look at the clue. Who designs a thing like this? Please disable this message. Also, shut up. I'm not asking for help. I literally want to look at it. I'm literally trying to play the game right now. Okay. So, wine left of lime is the thing that I need. And White Lady is
a cocktail that uses a strong gin. Some
no,
say
it's
that it's
the other
a
one.
spritzer is a white.
Okay.
I place them.
Could be there's a specific place.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
I
need you to stop. Like, can I disable Ota? Is it possible to disable Ota in his entirety? Ginger to the left, lime twice right of salt. Queen to either side of salt. Wine to the left of the lime. Oh no, to the left of the lime. God, I'm just illiterate. The only problem is that I can't read, which is a shockingly large problem. Like, conceptually, I'm correct. I'm just reading all the clues incorrectly, which causes problems. Which in no way is me trying to tell the game that I want it to tell me the answer, and if I click on the clue like 4 times to try and read the order, that I want to die and want the game to solve it for me. The interface is somewhat obtuse. It's definitely unwelcome. I'm not sure it's quite obtuse. It's just, it's like, it's an interference. Like, I'll by contrast, the Zero Escape games are, well, the first 2 are made specifically for DS systems, so they have 2 screens to work with, but like, the convention in those games would be like, if you had a puzzle like this, like, one of the screens would sort of like have the clue written on it, and the other one you could like mess with stuff, but then you could like look at them both at the same time. It would not be that difficult to like configure the bar screen so that like when you look at the bar, you like can interact with the clue in some meaningful way, but then also like arrange the glasses. But like they just chose to make it so you would have to like click in and out of the inventory a ton of times, and the game interprets it as like just even looking at the clue means you don't understand. But like, no, maybe I want to look at one part of the clue at a time. Like a person who's like not trying to like multitask and like min-max his entire life and would like to play a video game to relax. Does it give you a hard on? Like I can make it more, there is like a nightmare difficulty that honestly doesn't seem like it's probably that bad. Because I think the main thing it does is like reduce time on crisis mode. But like also the crisis mode on the last one, like I actually used a lot of that time. Not all of it, but like that one was kind of obtuse and they're probably not going to get better. Maybe change difficulty to hard, it won't give hints. But like the crisis mode could be like you know how much I hate time limits. It's simply like if I could change the puzzle difficulty, like I think there's different difficulty for like Somnium versus Escape Room, but I don't think there's like Escape Room versus Crisis Time.
Does that mean it's my turn now?
You are making good progress.
Oh yeah, they're gonna cut off her legs for some
Or
reason.
say goodbye to Tessa's legs.
No way in hell that's gonna happen!
Okay, so hold on. I need to get
Ota,
the
passing it to
colors
you
or the
for now.
password for the thing. Orange, yellow, blue, purple, green.
Shadows!
Threat? There's the word. There's also... What should I... Okay.
There's neither purple nor violet. Indigo, I guess?
I can tell...
There's
Eat my
5 of
entire...
them, just like there's 5 letters you need.
Are we saying that 3 is like red? Yeah, I don't think so. Is indigo supposed to be the blue? Indigo is such like a dog water color that's like used in nothing unless you're like a color theorist. If we're doing like human being puzzles on Earth, if we could use purple or violet or something, I would appreciate it.
I was wondering.
You could have said that earlier,
Hey!
Calm down, you two.
Going from the.
Oh right, I didn't. Right, I'm just doing it left to right like an idiot. Man, this is why I don't want to play Blueprints tomorrow. It's like that. I'm just like ass. Like I don't like to swear on my stream, but like it's just bad. It's just
you okay
bad.
there?
I'm
It's all
bad.
good. We're getting.
Indigo hate out of left field. Oh, bad take. I'm sorry. Are you like an Indigo apologist? Who's Indigo for? But there's no 1. So if we're going sequential, why are there 2 2s and no 1? That doesn't make any sense either. If you tried the Elvish word for friend. You know, I hadn't thought of that. Why would there be 2 2s? No one's a ballerina. Indigo lost all goodwill with Indigo Prophecy. I know that's true. Ditto speaking truth to power with that one. Trying to decide if I want Indigo Defender to become a new facet of my personality. I don't recommend it, Zacula. It's a real waste of your time. This genuinely doesn't make sense. Why would there be 2 2s? If this is supposed to be like sequence mapping, why would there not be a 1? How would blue and indigo exist in a quantum state as the first and second one? Indigo Prophecy is incredible, actually. Not in the way it's intended to be, but I love that game. I mean, here's what I need you to understand, Zakula, is that my introduction to that game was with its like completely unironic like focus on like the like branching narrative sort of focus on like you can like play, what's the guy, like Lucas Kane or something, like you can like play as Lucas Kane and then like cover up all the evidence from the crime scene, but then like when you play as the detective investigating the same crime, it makes that job more difficult, and like what will happen, and like it seemed like it was marketing itself as like the second coming of adventure games, and it's Simon with Dragon Ball Z in it, but all the Saiyans are like homeless people who are also like Incan prophets or something. So it's really bad at doing what it's supposed to do, and I can't forgive it for that. I appreciate it to some extent in the ironic way, but like also it is committed to many sins. Okay, why is it 2 2s?
It's like the glass.
Oh, well, at least tell me the color. So yeah, orange, yellow, shining pink. I guess. I don't know, man. It looks purple to me, but it's like on the line. Yeah, it might just be that
You got
it
any ideas,
says
Mona?
that's pink, and I don't think I agree.
I feel like I'll think of some.
Like, I know that, like,
Okay, what should I?
Heavy Rain Apologist is, like, fully part of my personality, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. No, see, that's problematic, because there isn't a P here either, guys. There's no P here. Is this a Hora Inst Undiga? Do you think N is pink because we're psychotic? It doesn't seem like that's it. Is there some reason that one of these other things would also be, like, transcribed awkwardly? For, like, limited reasons? Like, are we gonna use Magic the Gathering U as blue or something? Do they spell a word?
The lights were.
That's an interesting thought. I don't, like, I know that I'm skipping their dialogue, but, like, now I'm, like, mad at them for, like, trying to solve all, like, if you don't want the puzzles to be solved by the player, don't, like, put them in the game at all. Like, put a different puzzle that you would actually want the player to solve. Like, if like, I don't know, I'm gonna, like, die on this Angry Man Hill today because I'm having such a bad week, but, like, so, I mean, we could try to, like, spell an insane word. No, there's no way. Like, what word has, like, four Y's and 3 O's in it? Like, that can't be it. No. Two twos might take their letter. You mean like it's like the blank letter of the word? So be like, do we even have A's in the other room? I don't know. It'll be like R-A-Y-E-L-L P-L P-I? Gree. I mean, that gives me all in, which I guess is a gambling term, and it's on the casino table. So yeah, that's probably what we're going for.
Hey, do you need my help?
I feel like there's like here's the thing, and I know that you're gonna be like, he's just mad because he's mad, and that's the whole story. But like, I legitimately feel like if they want the player to solve that puzzle in their own right, there's a middle step missing that does something to suggest what the number means other than just the number being there. Like that could, like a number on a color with no other context can mean like so many things in a puzzle game that like even like a sheet that has an example of like extrapolating a specific number from a color like one time somewhere or something, like that's like a little on the nose, but like I think the game was trying to have me listen to them and they would just tell me to do that, which is fine if I'm on like story only mode, please, but like if I want like a little bit of challenge, like a reasonable challenge that's not like Hora Instundiga, like I feel like an actual clue was missing to transpose that from like one step to the next.
Okay, what? Hell yeah! What's this? A casino chip?
It's $1.
It's a white chip that says $1.
I don't know, if I was to believe blueprints, the secondary color is most important, so I think that's actually a blue chip?
All in. I guess you got a bet at all?
Go on and turn that into more money.
Uh-huh. And where would I even do that?
Hold on, I'm writing that one down. That seems useful. Is this the fourth escape room? I don't remember. It is, yes. Okay, great. Yeah, gambling. Should I just, like, I'm gonna ask this as a serious question. And I know it's not gonna sound like it. Should I be streaming right now? I'm not sure that I should be. Like, at all. Place chip. This isn't how...
Dice game. Now shake this pot real good.
None of this is how gambling works in anything I've ever heard of, just for the record.
Okay, dear audience, it's time for a fun game of odds and evens. The rules are simple. If you think that the sum of the dice sides will be an even number, vote
This feels like
even.
a zero time dilemma puzzle, which is not a compliment.
And if you think it will be an odd number, vote odd. The person rolling the dice will automatically be set as having bet on the outcome opposite to what you vote for.
Person rolling the dice, but it's just us, right?
I see. So I'm the bookie and take them for all they're worth, huh?
Okay.
You will go 3 times, and if the viewers get it right even once, you fail. You will be held responsible for every failure, so be well prepared.
Whoa, those are some screwy rules. I never heard of anything like that, even in our line of work.
Make your 3 votes, everyone!
Well, whatever. This is interesting in its own way. If that's what it takes to save Tessa, I'll let you have all my fingers. Don't think you can mess with me, because I'm the real deal. Come on, felicitations, right?
Yeah, felicitations.
They're in. Now gather round.
As skilled as I would expect. And this is where the voting ends. Looks like we have the viewers' predictions. They think it will be evens, and odds.
So I don't have any input. It's all just okay.
That means I'm odds, and evens, huh? Let's do this. Nina from Pasadena. Odds. Yeah!
In Zero Time Dilemma, this wouldn't be scripted, and I would hate it.
Odds.
There is like literally at least one truly non-deterministic sequence like this in Zero Time Dilemma, which is like insane. Like you just have to do it like an unspecified number of times until you get a different result, which is just like actual madness. Translation substitution writers had fun here. I'd like to think so.
One more. Snake eyes. Evens. Hell yeah! I did it! Tessa!
It's just weird that this is part of it at all, because like I don't understand the implication of like we had no input and it was based entirely on chance, but it didn't. Like, isn't this like the definition of a farce? To be like, there is a threat of danger, but you have no input, but also it's fine because the threat doesn't matter.
That is some excellent rolling. I'm sorry to say that you lost your viewers.
My felicitations.
I made a killing! Oh, whoa, what the hell? That's not what we...
I mean, that looked like it was like $10. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it was $10.
There's my blue chip. It's a blue chip that says $10.
I'm actually pretty sure that this is a yellow chip. I learned a really important lesson about color recognition from Blueprints last week.
$10, huh? What do I do with this, though?
You could buy some cigarettes, maybe. Do I have like another thing that wants coin? I need that. This is nothing. This didn't immediately lead to any sort of thing, which is an issue because I didn't have anything else to be doing. Actually insane how much a candy bar costs these days. That is true, but that's also true of everything. I don't know what to do with $10. Do I put it back? Put it back.
The arrow is pointing at the socket, so should I put the blue chip in there?
What a completely pointless interlude. That literally didn't need to happen. That could have just happened when I won the money.
Never leave Kisaragi Station. This escape game will never end.
It's starting to sound more like a threat than it did at the start of the stream. Cocktail bar, gaming table, Date's car in the introduction. That sounds right, but you have looked at it more recently than I have.
And neither will this exciting, thrilling show I prepared for you.
Dega asks, have you ever had a 100 grand bar? Had one recently for the first time. Always assumed it was some weird old people candy, but it slaps. I mean, I feel like I had one, like maybe a few as like Halloween candy toward the tail end of the time I was trick-or-treating, which was like a few years after those first existed, I think. I think they were relatively new in the scope of candy bars. I don't really remember what all is in there. It's one that has like a bunch of stuff though, isn't it?
Something came out of the wall. What is it this time?
Your next order is to defuse the time bombs.
What?
That seems a little hard to get to
Dante,
up there.
I detect 2 nearby signals that appear to be explosive devices.
She's serious? How the hell are we supposed to defuse them?
Now go on and make it out of this thrilling predicament. We eagerly
Oh,
await.
I hate this like a big amount. The amount I hate this is big.
Encouragement.
Is there not? No, I need this. I'm not in the mood, so I'm gonna save scum this if I have to for sure. Okay, so I have to beat Ota. Well, did 2 of them get maps? Maybe 2 of them got maps. But Date doesn't appear to be one of them because he has the wire cutters.
This is a subway map?
But it's not
Are you
really.
still on it?
Is this a hint how to defuse? Whoa! It came off! This sheet just came off when I touched it.
I don't know what the hat
What am I
means.
supposed to do with this?
Okay, pink now. And
You realize that the bombs are real, yes?
The time bomb.
there's no pink wires here.
Cables are exposed. Which should I cut?
Oh, cut
I
bullet
wonder
times
what
hat.
will become of Tessa.
Oh,
if
so
you
I'm
fail
looking
here.
to. So I'm looking to interpret these as numbers? Is it the number of stops in them? Why is it like digits? Is it the absence? This looks less like
You
numbers
did
than the
find
other
bombs
thing.
already, right?
You can combine the maps. They're in different rooms, you understand. Like, that would be cool, but I don't think that's possible. Like, the rooms do not have... Yeah, she's like really
The
angry. Oh,
countdown
wait, has he had one the whole
halfway
time?
point.
I did not notice this in Oda's room.
These lines on this route. It fits!
Okay. That's like not a lot of seconds, incidentally.
The
It looks like a... It came up... This looks like...
There's no like number on red cocktail or anything. This is not a lot of time to do this, incidentally.
These lines, does that mean? Oh, there's more lines now.
You did find hints for how to defuse them, right?
All right, to cut these, I need...
So the intersection of red and blue.
Perhaps there are more places.
It says the cover isn't opening.
I am at.
Yeah,
If there's more places to cut, how would I figure that out? Because like the others just sort of say... This is like so not enough time for this. Am I supposed to like...
The boom is very close now. Please hurry.
Timer continues in pause. They really want you to mess up. Blue, green, but like, I'm not getting any. Like the main thing it's telling me is like, what do you think's gonna happen? Is it just gonna be a game over?
I could cut the cables with these, but I'm not an explosive.
You have no choice.
Too bad. You're
Interesting. More, but like I'm aware that there's the second bomb, but like I don't understand how I could possibly. So like that bomb is like like 15 feet in the, or like the second set of wires is like 15 feet in the air in Moma's room. Someone already clocked that the wires on the bomb look like a subway map. I think that's just meant to be a clue to look at the subway maps to get a clue to. So like, okay, let's review where we're at. At the start of that sequence, 2 subway maps are revealed. If you go like touch them, like a plastic overlay or something comes off, and you can like overlay it on like a similar like random set of colored lines in 2 different subway cars to get you the word red associated with a hat icon from Ota's side, and the word blue associated with a bullet icon from Moma's side. And then on the thing that Date has to cut with the wire cutter, it says like hat times bullet. Now, since they're not numbers, the takeaway for me was cut at the intersection of those colors, which is red and blue. And I did that and the bomb didn't explode, but like I don't like have any other clues. And it said I needed to do something else. Now I know there is a second wire, but like for one, Moma doesn't have any wire cutters. For 2, it's like 15 feet in the air. For 3, this is stupid. Not to mention, if you wait for the dialogue to play naturally, it takes time. Yeah, no, there's a lot of like not great design here. Like I don't know that whatever's going on is truly so obvious that I think it's realistic that a person gets this without at least one retry, which I think is stupid. I guess the next thing to try is just like do that again but faster, and then like see if something has changed on Moma's side and there's magically like a ladder and some wire cutters or something. Seems right after the appearance of the time bomb. Sure. Yeah, the fact that you have to like physically like switch between characters and have them physically walk around and like pick up stuff and have them talk, like it doesn't feel like this was play tested to account for all of that, because like on your first attempt that's just like not happening.
Warm words of encouragement.
Especially because like both Ota and Moma are kind of incentivized to be as far as possible away from their respective clues. Now I'm not actually sure if the clues change. That is something we're testing right now.
Are you still on it?
I mean, his still spells red.
They came together.
Okay, thought maybe he would say something insightful, but he did not do that. What was the starting time? Is it 4 minutes?
This looks...
You realize that the bombs are real, yes?
240 seconds. Yep, okay.
These lines... Is that... Oh, there's more lines now. Is that...
Again, I feel like the game... Oh, wait.
I wonder what
was
will
this
become
one.
of Tessa if you fail here.
Is it one of Ota's that had it? For some reason, I really thought it was Moma's. Okay. Oh no, maybe it's also in Date's room. Maybe that's why.
You did find the bombs already, right?
The time bomb. The cables are all right.
Perhaps there are...
It's in his room. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't know why I was so convinced that was in Moma's. Well, like, am I just supposed to climb it?
Date,
The
that should be
countdown
high
has
enough to
reached the
greatly
halfway
reduce its
point.
lethality.
Hope you're right.
There is one other bomb that needs to be defused.
Okay, so it's not concerned about the second one at all. So then, like, what is the...
I could cut the cables, but I'm not...
Am I missing something that's, like, written on here? Oh, there's a... Oh, I'm so stupid. It just crosses at 2 points, I guess.
Still going.
Maybe you have to cut another...
I mean 3 points. I said 3 points?
What's that sound?
Date,
All right,
it stopped.
nice.
And now like a ladder appears or something. Or it moves is also an option.
That was we all want this to be more thrilling and exciting.
Why does it?
don't we?
Why introduce it at all if it's going away? What's the opposite of Chekhov's gun? Chekhov's Kevlar? Introduce it and like definitely nothing happens with it at all.
Date, run away!
What? Whoa!
I don't get that at all. I don't know. That was just needless.
They were real.
Hey, are you two alive?
There was an explosion here, too.
Well done. This battle for life or death was captivating indeed.
So like, definitely like a false assumption on my. I really am not sure why I was so convinced that that was in a room that Date wasn't in. But it kind of doesn't matter because that plate doesn't. It's not interactable. It's some weird plot device that's just supposed to like knock Date over or something. But like just adding that time limit just makes it so much harder to just like assess the situation, which like I guess is what they want, but like I genuinely don't think it adds anything to the gameplay. Like even if you made that 6 minutes like Somnium, like that's probably enough time for me to like get there in one shot. Maybe not because I'm like not at my best at all, but like I just don't understand the purpose of designing that way. I know I'm like inclined to dislike any time puzzle at all, but like I genuinely like it's out of place with the rest of the game, and I genuinely don't think that time limit and some of the other elements we talked about like add anything, even if someone likes that sort of thing.
Seriously, what's the point of all this?
Will she stop clapping? Nah, she's part of the slowly clapping sarcastic family from like that old SNL sketch.
How is any of this fun?
My review of late stage blueprints accidentally made it into the script for No Sleep for Kaname Date.
What is a game without thrill? I'm sure this is fun. Especially to you.
Cut the crap.
It's almost time. Oh, I doubt you're in a position for such chit-chat.
What? Iris!
While you were busy doing that, I cut off Iris's legs. This whole thing continues to be a farce.
There was a time when executions were done for the amusement of commoners. Indeed, this is entertainment.
Did her image color invert there for a moment? Yeah. I mean, it seemed like intentional, sort of. I don't know why.
In a place called Tyburn, they even held parties before the executions. Shouldn't we make things even more wild? Please remember where you are right now. That's right, it's a club.
That line read sort of like swallowed the and it sounded like it's club. Like today is football.
Your final order is make them dance to music or be made to dance to it yourself. Go on then. Make this even more exciting.
Make them dance to music. What does that mean?
Date, I am sorry. I am at my limit.
This is like the weirdest camera angle to look at Kaname Date.
Aiba, what's wrong?
I was dealing with the aforementioned hack, but it seems to have drained a lot of my power. It will not be long before I enter sleep mode.
Just put her in the car.
Oh yeah, my car's right there, so let's charge you up.
I fear that it might be a trap of some sort.
That is entirely possible.
It's better than shutting down completely, right?
This had to happen in such a critical situation. I am sorry.
I'll handle this somehow. You take a rest.
Maybe stop using the helicopter. Oh, okay.
Been a while since I had to use earphones, but this should do. But if that reptilian planned this much, how does she know about Aiba? Wait for me, Iris.
Alright, a bunch of things blew up. It's weird that stuff blew up in all 3 rooms if there was never even, like, the hint of a possibility of the other 2 stopping a bomb in their room.
Just some light novel plots, and that's it.
Ocean says, in response to her comment about having parties for executions, this year in 2025, politicians are saying kids should witness at least 1 execution. Oh wait, that was Kirk. Charlie Kirk. He's been in the news lately. I thought something appeared in this room. God, I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time, like, telling the rooms apart in these, like, brief cut between rooms.
Do you need my help?
Not at all. This is way easier than real combat.
They call her that reptilian as a thing to call her, or do they genuinely believe that she's a reptilian alien? I mean, she is calling herself a reptilian and they don't really know what her story is. I think that's the suggestion. Ocean says, so these bombs go off and the authorities don't go investigate? Well, for one, regrettably, we are the authorities, which is in and of itself like a huge concern. And secondly, yeah, it's like kind of implied that we're like nowhere near a place where it would likely be reported.
Looks like one of them drones. They got these propellers that make them fly, right? I've seen them before. Something small could fit in here. Maybe it could fly it to someone else? Doesn't look like there's any controllers here, though. How does it fly? Am I supposed to control it with this? Looks like a fingerprint symbol here.
A fingerprint? Maybe it's activated using fingerprint biometrics?
So I just gotta put my finger here, huh? Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's showing something.
To Moma's
Moma's
hologram.
hologram. Is that good or bad?
I guess that means it'll fly to your hologram?
Oh, it took off.
But, like, you should probably put the cigarettes in it first, friend. Okay, bye. I don't understand why the time thing wasn't the crisis. Like, it just feels out of place. Like, they've established a thing that they do in this game that has a time limit. I don't know why the bomb section is, like, completely distinct from
No
that.
surprise there. There's 2 of your holograms right now. One in my area and one in Ota's area, right? It could be the drone doesn't know which one to go to.
Okay.
Well, what am I supposed to do about it? You're the one who should do something about my hologram on your side.
Exactly.
Give me a moment to think.
Now we have a reason
Date,
to turn
take
off
the
a
lead.
hologram,
Leave
so
it to
maybe
me,
Date
Mama.
will finally do it.
This metal... Alright, just like that, the hologram is gone.
It's really funny that it just has stop hologram written on it, and it like literally just like covers up the light. I don't know, it's just like so... It's like the technology I'm capable of inventing in my like completely compromised mental
Hey
state.
Moma, I turned off your hologram over here. Try using the drone again.
Got it. Here goes.
So now...
Moma, did you figure something out?
What I found out is...
Cigarettes... Put cigarettes in it? Could you put the
There was
cigarettes
a
in it?
thermometer somewhere, wasn't there? If I put these cigs in the box and send them to Ota, maybe he'll be able to use it? The cigs are in. I'll try sending them again.
I don't know where it like actually goes to though. Oh, I see. It has like a whole automatic vent opening situation.
Oh, did it work?
Why did he
Something's
point?
flying over.
I put in something you could use. Take a look inside.
All right.
Like, this game has like this weird logic rubber banding where like stuff that like this I don't need explained to me at all.
Shadows.
The letters on the glasses, like,
A set.
I mean, clearly I should have just let the game explain it to me. I wanted to be able to do the puzzle myself, except that like puzzle doesn't work that way
What's
because
this?
I guess they realized it doesn't make sense and they need to explain the answer to you, which, in fairness, we have seen it do before, but like isn't very good puzzle design. If the puzzle doesn't work without you explaining it to the player, you need to adjust something about the puzzle. Like, you can just have the characters tell you how they feel, but that makes me feel angry, if you understand what I'm
The
saying.
drone's already flying. I doubt it needs it. Guess that means I'll have to use it for something else. Better hold on to it. Man, what do I even use this for?
Maybe the only thing possible.
Looks like it can... Oh, a perfect fit. Well, what next?
I have to, like, angle them toward the middle? That's what they were like on the other thing. Sneaky Futurama reference. It's one of my favorites. Can't just have all your characters say how they're feeling? That makes me feel angry. Okay, or you could just turn it 90 degrees in
That's as
complete
far left
defiance
as-
of what I want. Okay, maybe just point them all toward the center. If this doesn't work, I'll just like wait for like an actual clue.
That's as far...
What is it? Okay, there's just like a weird interface thing here where I expect it to back out and it doesn't, and it thinks I'm like trying to turn it more. Okay, that didn't do anything, so let's go do
Walter,
Otis' thing
Passing it
first.
to you for now.
Ah! You made me lose my train of thought.
And nothing of value was lost. Okay, where did it land? Didn't actually send it to the hologram, so it went to... Okay, it's weird that it says it's going to the hologram when it's literally not doing that, but if I was paying more attention to the cutscene, I think that at least would have been clear.
There's
It's just like,
cigarettes
I
in the
wouldn't
drone's
write it
box. Woohoo! Success!
He's-
Now use that and let's save Tessa.
Like, I would love it if this was from Moma's perspective. Like, nice. Now use that to save Tessa. Smash cut to Ota smoking the entire carton of cigarettes like a Mocklin from the Orville. Sorry, that reference is for no one? Have you not seen the computer 500 cigarettes meme? Because that's what that's from. Candle. Use candle. Use it.
All right, it's lit. A lit cigarette. I can use this.
Bold of him to assume that he can use it. That's Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek parody show, correct? Mostly correct. It's only a parody. It's basically
Yay! It's open.
Star Trek with slightly more overt comedy. It's honestly got less comedy than like friggin' Strange New Worlds. And actually is just like probably close to as good as 90s Star Trek, which actual Star Trek is physically incapable of doing now. I've said recently on stream, but like, if you like Star Trek and you haven't already watched the Orville, you're doing it wrong. Even though, like, the state of them doing more of it is, we'll say, optimistic at best, but technically it has not been canceled.
This is a key card, I guess. Looks like it says DJ booth.
Actually, here's a great point that no one asked for. Give me a second. So
Right,
can we
that's it.
swipe it on, like, 2 of the 3 rooms? Like, if... Oh, they don't all have swipes. Okay, that's interesting. I hadn't looked closely at that. But, like, you know, sometimes people will be like, Vasco, like, you hate all of the new Star Trek, like, so much.
If I
Like,
put this...
are you just like an old man yelling at the clouds? And, like, there's... I guess I have to send this to Date, right?
Date, we gotta hurry up and save Tessa!
I know. This looks like the...
No, take the plate. You, hey, idiot, take the plate? Don't I have to, like, shut off the Ota hologram so that then it will send it? Do I have to,
Ota,
like, fail
time has
first?
come. You ready?
Oh,
Should probably get the keycard inside the Date. It looks like it won't fly when there's two of my holograms. I literally,
Date,
I
did
tried.
you find something
I
out?
tried already, gang. Will you be my neighbor? Will you take it back? Oh, you're just pissing me off. Explain to me why you won't remove it. I'm fine with you not removing it if you explain why you won't remove it. Like this is not to be a curmudgeon. Do we really need the voice lines every time we switch characters? No, some of them are fun. I get why the idea sounds fun, but like again, it's like a thing that feels like there was like little or no testing for parts of this. Where like, if you had to switch between characters like a bunch, which you do sometimes, is not helpful. Okay, I'll just finish my other thought while I'm busy seething a little bit about why there's no good reason for me not to remove the hologram stopping plate and put it where it advances the game, even though all the characters are where it's what I need to do. I think a reasonable take to me constantly complaining about Star Trek, and by constantly I mean I honestly haven't talked about the new season of Strange New Worlds all that much since it's been airing this year, but a lot of negative thoughts about that you can assume. Sometimes people are like, hey, like, maybe it's just nostalgia and, like, you wouldn't actually like new Star Trek. And I can now that I'm thinking about it, I can, like, demonstrably prove that that's not true. Because, like, it's a little flawed and, like, rough in places, but the Orville is new Star Trek. And it's good, and I recommend it to people. But, like, actual new Star Trek mostly isn't good, and I don't highly recommend it. Delusion says, I've heard near universal negativity. Honestly, that's not the impression I get. What's funny is the season finale that aired last night is one of the ones I've hated least from this season. It still has some problems, but like, I respect a lot of what it's trying to do. And it seems to be the most universally maligned, well, maybe not the most universally maligned. There's a lot of hate for like the Vulcan episode in particular, which is warranted. It's not, it does a lot of bad things. But like, I don't know, like I see a lot of positivity about things that I like don't think are very good, but like the one I was like, this is like kind of close to Star Trek. It's not Star Trek, but it's like reasonably close. And like a lot of people are like, I hate this. This is the worst episode of the season. I'm like, all right. Okay. Okay, like, I just, for my own edification, can any of you think of a reason why I wouldn't simply remove, like, it doesn't, as far as I can tell, I did not fuse the stop hologram plate onto this. It looks like it just slides on the little bolts. So, like, can you think of a reason why I wouldn't just remove it and solve the problem?
This looks like a holographic project. There's some...
A reason that isn't stupid? No. That's about as much of an answer as I think I can hope for. But like that, I'm not the only person to whom that doesn't make sense, right?
You got any ideas, Ota?
just some lights.
Should probably get the keycard inside to Date. It looks like it won't fly while there's two of my holograms where the others are. Am I suddenly supposed to be able to, like, fix it on Moma's
Are
side?
things okay
How would
over
I
there?
do
I
that?
don't need you worrying about me.
Okay, hang,
Take
hold
this
on.
seriously, or you're going.
Can I take a closer look at just the top of this? No, but it's irrelevant. All the arrows are pointed at like 45-degree angles, like I remembered. So, like...
Hey,
I'm
do you
guessing
need
that
my
what it
help?
wants me to do
This is way easier than real combat.
is to open this door with information that doesn't feel very clear, and then I'm gonna get a little stop hologram plate for MoMA, even though that doesn't seem like the correct answer. I mean, I guess the problem is that, like, if Date stops the Ota hologram, then he's not the one who gets the key card. But, like, I still don't understand why I wouldn't just take the plate off. I guess just because they don't want you to do that? Okay, so I guess what I need to look for is where
do you
the
see from there,
metal
Ota?
is, not where the arrow is?
I see.
Nope, that's also at
I
a
see the
45-degree
answer.
angle in every capacity. So, like, what's supposed to be the solution for this, then? Like, what's the thing I'm supposed to look at that gives me the combination for
MoMA, are things
MoMA's
okay over there?
thing?
I don't need you worrying about
If
me.
the arrows don't work the way they do on the only thing I can reference. Is the idea that per the previous Somnium, I should just like point their arrows in opposite directions? Even though I don't think that in and of itself suggests that they're going to turn and that the propellers would then like function in that way?
Four propellers. Propellers? That reminds me of what we saw in Pewter Somnium.
Oh, and while two of the four propellers rotate clockwise, the other two rotate counterclockwise.
And they have to be at opposite sides, right? But none of the inputs here indicate to me that that I have any ability to change that.
Placing these propellers diagonally opposite from each other, the drone's attitude remains stable.
That's more than I can say about myself. My attitude is not stable. I need more
Hold on,
propellers.
What can we do with the information we have?
Right. My Yakuza senses are as sharp as ever.
But like again, like I'm not trying to be difficult, but like turning the arrow left or right, nothing is ever established that that's like how you make something clockwise or counterclockwise. And also, like, it's weird to me that they go to the trouble of having these little like triangle pointer arrows and like they just don't serve an important function. Like, I mean, I guess here on this diagram they tell you like what direction you're pointing the circle in, which is a weird sentiment in and of itself. But like I guess what I'm getting at is like there's no point to having the little triangles on like a fixed drone if it doesn't have like a function, right? Tagu says, I forgot to say this earlier. I do like Indigo. I used it when painting some models a couple weeks ago and really enjoyed the result. I'm not sure if we could be friends if you're gonna be the Indigo Defender, and that would break my heart. There's also like a weird interface thing where you only get that cutscene from Date doing the callback to the Somnium insight about how the propellers work if you, as MoMA, look at a propeller. It's just like, there's just some like fiddly stuff about how information is being conveyed here that I don't love. Am I being like a little irritable about it? Yeah, for sure. But like, I definitely feel like we could use like a smoothing pass on this more so than the other escape things. But like again, I don't know how like left or right triangle indicates clockwise or counterclockwise.
That's as far.
So I guess okay.
It's open. In the switchboard, there's... What the hell? It just says hologram, and it has a button that looks like a crescent moon.
A crescent moon. I think I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, it was on the don't blow up button.
Right. The button to cut the power to the time bomb also had a crescent moon symbol. If you press that, you could maybe cut the power going to the hologram projectors.
I mean, I'm not really sure it's necessary to, like, rationalize that out so hard. It's a button that says hologram, and we need to turn holograms off? So, like, that's pretty much all the information I need on that one.
I see. I'll try doing that then.
Like, I don't need you to justify the concept that a button might do the thing I need a button to do. Wait, is he gonna say beep? He didn't say beep when he pressed the button. This puzzle sucks.
Looks like the holograms are gone.
That means I should be able to send a drone to Date.
Jem will be terribly disappointed.
I'll try that right away.
I guess the crescent moon symbol really does point to shutting things down.
Boy, there must be something coming up later where that, like, didn't track for the players or something, huh? Like, we are really belaboring that point.
I'll see you in hell.
I get it. Now shut up for a moment.
No, I need
Ota, your time has come. You ready?
All right. It says to Ota's hologram. Whoa! Go, 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 go!
He's, like, way too excited about that.
The drone is here.
Woohoo!
Night Key, thanks for hanging out. DJ Booth! Okay, I'm gonna open the
This
door.
should do it.
Oh yeah, we did get like a glimpse of this room, didn't we? I forgot about that in like the start thing last week. Silent disco.
I guess this is the heart of the facility.
Sepulcher. Oh, there's a sanctum key in there.
And
That must be the one I'm
DJ
missing.
That sound. Shit. Looks like it's locked. Guess I have no choice but to look around this room. Enjoy music in your designated seat?
I don't know why that's really funny to me. I mean, enjoy music is just generally kind of a funny thing to say, but like coupling the concept of like enjoying music with like your designated seat feels like very
I don't
like
need a map to get to Bone Town.
1984 or something.
Oh, I got the same thing on my side too.
Same here.
I guess it means the train seats?
Then that just means we gotta sit down on the train seats, right?
I guess. Have a look and see.
Yeah, sure thing.
Huge inexplicable progress jump.
Ota, I need your info.
Date actually needs my help.
No, nobody does. Now what's weird is like
Date, I'm so worried about you I can't focus.
Forget about me, worry about yourself.
what do the colors mean? Does that have more to do with the music? MoMA is the intersection. Oh, MoMA is the intersection of MoMA's blue and Ota's pink.
Ota, your time has come. You ready?
All right. Time for me
But
to
Ota
go
doesn't
all out.
have pink. blue.
I'll let Moma work for now.
Fine by me. I'll get it done.
Ota's pink.
Ota, you okay there?
It's all good. We're
So
getting
the
out of here.
Ota hologram is projecting blue to projectors 1 and to 3 and 6.
Hey, do you need my help?
Not at all. This is
And
way easier than real
the
combat.
Ota hologram is projecting pink arrows to 1, 3, and 6, which would mean that
Hey, Dante! Solve something already!
I'm working, damn it.
Moma
Ota,
should be
need
at
your info.
seat
You
6.
got any ideas, Moma?
Yeah. I feel like I'll think of some good... I'll try sitting...
You're on the screen now, Moma.
Oh! The monitor here changed too!
Looks like you're in the right seat. Just keep sitting there for now.
Just keep sitting there for now is a thing that I can contribute to a puzzle. All right, so the red in Moma's room is in 3 and 4.
Fluffy!
Mittens? Kittens? ASAT, you bet!
So this should be Ota's seat?
I should try
I don't know if I'm actually paying enough attention for this to be right. Hooray!
You're on the screen now, Ota.
My monitor changed too, so I guess this is right.
The laptop screen is on, but what is this? Is this supposed to be a record?
It better not be the color indigo.
The final order is make them dance to music or be made to dance to it yourself. All right, I'll make them dance. Oh yeah, there's sound. What about this then?
Why do we have that switch?
It's making sound too. This moving bit, is that supposed to be a train car?
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. Does it actually take the train cars from our various rooms and move them?
Key is to bring the same colors together, was it?
Yep, yeah.
I think I gotta get all the same colored cars together.
It's like a Tower of Babel puzzle, or Tower of Hanway or whatever.
I guess I'm supposed
Yeah,
to
that
line
thing's
them up
called.
based on color.
You have to arrange the differently colored trains. The railway turntable in the middle can be rotated left or right. When it's connected to the rails extending into 8 directions, up to 2 cars can be taken onto the turntable. The cars on the turntable can be sent to other rails. However, once the rail is full of cars, it cannot accept more cars. Whenever you send a car, the step counter goes down by 1. If the step counter drops to 0, you fail. So it is a limited moves Tower of Hanoi thing, which exists but are slightly more tedious. So, what is like the easiest thing to clear? Probably the pink, right? I need to... So I press A to like move a car? I don't know if that changes when I have a car. I guess currently I don't have like dispense car. So I think I should take pink first. Then take the gray. Put it where the pink was. Then take the purple. Like, I need to be able to put the pink in that spot. It feels like there should be a blank somewhere where there isn't. So the start of this is trickier than I might expect. Oh, yellow is so... Look at how spread out the yellows are. That's horrendous. When did it say a move is counted anytime I, like, move cars? Is that even physically possible to move them all in 20 individual moves? That seems like very, very few. If I take 2 of these... I want to start with pink, but I don't think that's right. I think I start with... I don't think I can do 2. I think I have to, like, find some harmony between, like, 3. Because, like, it looks like I can hold 2 cars at a time in the middle, but then I don't have a place to put them because there's no, like, default empty space anywhere. And with the limited number of moves, I have to be careful about this. Like, pink seems like a natural place to start. Pink or purple. Because the rightmost and the northeast, like, branches on this thing, as we're looking at it like a compass, already have, like, 2 of the same color at the end, which seems like it naturally lends itself to those being, like, sorted more easily, because you only have to do the 2 closer to the middle to get them looking right, if that makes sense. The yellow are horrible. I hate them. They're a crime. Take the 2... I feel with so few moves, doesn't it have to be? Don't you have to start with one of these? Okay, hold on. Wait, what's counting as a move there? If I send something into a track, then it counts? Oh. That seemingly makes that a lot more manageable. There's actually quite a lot of empty space. So maybe I can only hold 1 at a time then. It only takes 3? No. Perfect is just, it likes that. I want to get rid of. Actually, here's a thought. Do I have to get them in the same starting point? Like, maybe I could just stack green down here, for example.
No good. Let's try.
Okay. Didn't think that's what the redo button would do. I would call that restart, but again, we're just having linguistic differences. Okay, so... Let me make the same first move. So, like, what if we... Oh! 2 can move as a unit if they're already the same color. That's interesting. Okay, it just seems to say perfect if you get more than 2 in a row. That's fine. Let's move yellow out of the way and put purple over here. And then take both the greens. Maybe I do only need to match 3. It can't be possible to get 4 3 color, can it? With 20 moves? No, it's like totally possible as long as it doesn't care where they end up. Okay, it doesn't actually seem to care. Like, there's a world where that's like a lot harder.
Did it?
Well, I don't know, Demolition. Are you sure that's not the screenshot? This seems annoying. I think they chose to like needlessly complicate like a pretty commonly used puzzle. Like the Tower of Hanoi is like it's been done by like every puzzle game ever. But like that was like not a particularly good like I think I've played worse versions than that, but like setting the step counter is like a little annoying, but like also making it have to like match 4 of a color, and then like also the like weird unspoken rules about how like there are the empty tracks, which like you can intuit, but I don't think it's totally obvious. Like, I don't know, like a lot of this particular, like, I got frustrated here with the subway room in general, but like, genuinely, it just feels like a little undercooked. Like, there's some cool ideas here that like, I don't think any part of the puzzle like works as good as like most of the previous escape sections, but like, I may not be entirely objective because I'm having such like a bad time in my life, but like genuinely like, me being annoyed earlier notwithstanding, like it's mostly like fine, but it's not like good, and there really didn't need to be a time limit on the bomb thing, not like a real time limit.
Nice one, Dante! Woo!
Well, not bad, huh? You satisfied?
Hurry up and free Tessa!
Yeah, keep your promise.
The cover is open. This must be the key we need to escape. Now we just have to find the exit. Huh?
Now it's zero time dilemma.
Whoa!
How could my designated seat betray me like this?
Hey, what the hell is this?
I was going to enjoy the music in this seat.
What? What's happening?
Time to choose.
Bombs? In Ota and Momo's trains?
Will you simply watch in silence?
What are you saying?
Whoa! The train is moving!
No way.
Did I not say that you cannot leave Kisaragi Station?
I honestly haven't been listening to a lot of what you said, which I think is my own problem.
Are you seriously gonna blow them up? If each bomb is as powerful as the one before, then at this rate...
One of them will be a little inconvenienced, because the other one, like, definitely didn't kill us.
all 3 will explode here.
Indeed!
She seems a little too excited about that. Dracula says, oh, we have to pick one to save? Yeah, that would be such a great response, is like, I mean, can I just pick me? And she's like, no, like, one of them has to die. I'm like, but like only one? Like only one of them?
There is no going back. Type in someone's name to free them. And only them.
So that's what you meant by choose.
Now choose. You must.
There's clearly a trick to this. I don't know if they're gonna, like, have more dialogue that intimates it. Yeah, like, my instinct says, like, Iris? I don't know if that's what they're going for, but my instinct is Iris for sure. Like, there's also a world where, like, maybe saying Date is correct, because then he can go and stop the bombs, but I don't think that's what we're going for. But, like, I don't know, like, my gut says I choose Gen. I mean, the other thing I can think of is, like, a spoiler for a different game, but it'd be really funny to I mean, I guess I could say Q. I guess I could just choose Q from Zero Time Dilemma, and then thered be some, like, wacky misunderstanding. Wait, choose yourself is supposed to be one of them? Oh, yeah, I guess, because, like, sure. I mean, the other option would be, like, Aiba, but I also am not sure that that's what we're doing. Menu. Let's go ahead and save.
Damn it.
The limit is 10 seconds, huh? It turns out that's not a lot of time.
Dante, help me!
Hold on. Can't we do something about this?
There's no way I can choose.
You must.
What do I do? What can I do? There's gotta be a third solution, just like before.
This is, like, literally the interface that you get in Zero Time Dilemma. It looks exactly like this. I think even with, like, the crimped, like, ribbon edges. I think these games have also used something very similar to this. I mean, just for, like, again, my instinct says Iris, right? So actually, this helps me understand why we did the bomb timer. I still don't like it, but, like, that was our crisis time. Because this is fake crisis time. That's not what we're doing here. But, like, yeah, terror. The origami killer. Ham bread. Hog turd. Butthole. All the classic passwords that definitely solved something. Like, if we were just testing, like, selflessness, like, I mean, I guess maybe the clue is supposed to be that Ota was like, fulfill your promise, save Iris. But, like, is there one of these that, like, if a single person is saved, it somehow saves others? Like, I don't feel like we have that, right? Computer. We should save Mama. Hunter does not feel to make you laugh even one time, it's been said. I'm really, it pleases me to hear you say that, Zakula, more than it probably should. I want to see what happens if that's typed in. I mean, we, like, saved. We could try other things. I just want to see. I want to go with my first instinct and see how the game responds to it.
You cannot input the name of anyone who's not present here.
Well, that cuts off a lot of options, it turns out. Also, define here, because isn't Iris here? Yeah, like, Akemi is the next one that comes to mind if that's what we're doing.
And who else can I... Wait. No, this isn't it.
That's a really long second. No, like, seriously, like, the second she was like, it can't be anyone not here, then, like, yeah, Akemi seems like the, like, I don't know how the game will interpret it, but that is, like, literally my next guess for sure.
No, this isn't it.
supposed to be like Hina? Like Hina's technically here, right? Like she was in the subway. We like saw her. Everyone. Everyone!
No, this
It's an incredibly long second. This is the kind of time limit I enjoy. The like idiot-proof like video game time limit where the idea isn't actually the time limit, it's the stakes. What's the name of the weird polar bear guy that has seen Date's butthole? That's Gen. He's also not here as far as I know. Okay, if it has to be someone who's here and it's not one of the obvious ones, and it's not a Kemi and it's not Iris, then like Aiba?
What?
Aiba, sorry, but things got really bad after you went to sleep. A train with a bomb is approaching this DJ booth.
What?
I don't know why that's so funny to me. I mean, like, imagine that, like, someone woke you up from a sound sleep and that's the thing they said to you. Like, you had no context. And like, someone just shakes you awake and they're like, I'm sorry, but things got real bad last night, and a train with a bomb on it is approaching this DJ booth. Like, just, like, you would be immediately committed, right? Like, no one would take that seriously, nor could they.
Ota, Moma, and I are bound and can't move from here.
What if there was the DJ named DJ Booth? I mean, that was... I don't know if it came across, but that's what I was suggesting when we first found the card that said DJ Booth on. I was like, oh, DJ Booth, that's a really good DJ name.
Please do something, Aiba. We have no time.
Do something? Really? Well, you truly are helpless without me.
Also,
I'll
hi,
handle
Critwitch.
this.
You're just in time. Critwitch, things got real bad since the last time you were on stream. And now a train with a bomb on it is approaching this DJ booth. What is your response to that?
Calculate. What can be done to save everyone?
Sweet. You know what? Very respectable answer, I think. Oh my god, is it another third eye? Scold the host? Do you really mean to tell me that we can't solve this problem by scolding the host? Beg the moon for help. Drive Date's car. Drive Date's car? Make Date's train. Use the bomb and Oda's car. Destroy the... I think drive Date's car. Although beg the moon for help sounds really funny.
That method will not save them. Calculate. What can be done to save everyone? No. Calculate.
What is the...
No good.
I'm actually not sure that it accepted the input I wanted because the interface for that was actually quite confusing.
Calculate.
No, I think it did. Scratch. Make Date's train move? Make Date's train move?
No. Calculate.
Blow up the power grid.
No. Calculate.
Beg the moon for help.
What am I thinking? Doing that would not... No! Right. The crescent moon was the icon for diffusal.
No, but that's because it was on buttons, you understand? Like, it was an icon for turning stuff off because it was on buttons. Like, I can understand now why they felt the need to emphasize this really strongly. In my mind, there's, like, not even remotely close to a correlation of, like... I mean, the only time that blowing up the moon was a valid solution to anything was in Season 1 of Duel Monsters, when, historically, the rules were made up and nothing mattered. Also, just to be clear, she was, like, not conscious for that discussion. I'm fairly certain she was already inserted in the car at the time.
You make me jealous.
Why is she projecting a hologram of herself? Normally that form only appears in Somnium.
What do you mean?
So she's not real person. Oh. She is an AI that doesn't have a body. She's like a pre-programmed host for the thing that like Hina set up probably. It's like something in a different Uchikoshi game, don't worry about it. It's not a huge spoiler. It actually is introduced really early in Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, that's a new low, gang. That's not a good crisis mode. Does this angle lewd? If you have to ask in the Somnium Files games and like, yeah. Is Iris in that one? Like, why did a new car appear? What's that doing?
Looks like we were able to prevent the explosion.
Yeah. I knew you could do it, partner.
That's a fake high five. Ah, my skull! Hey, now that Alien Earth exists, do you think they'll make a fourth Somnium Files game that has the horrible eye monster from Alien Earth as an inspiration? Sarah's response is wink.
Moma, you're okay. Ota too.
That line read was
What
wrong.
about
You should have been
Tessa?
more disappointed
Is
about
she
Ota in
okay?
particular.
She's not on any of the displays. That reptilian is gone too.
We gotta hurry and save her.
This might be a trap, but it doesn't look like we can do anything but get on this golden train.
If I had a quarter for every time I said that. Why is everyone's text big? Because it's like a cutscene that I can't stop. Like, when it's a self-playing cutscene, it does that. I don't know why, but that's just a thing that's true. I don't think these guys understand how trains work. I know they're like aliens or whatever, but that isn't how you do it. That's just not the correct way to train. Echo says, I genuinely had a nightmare about that Alien Earth eye monster the other day. I hate it so much. Did you miss earlier when I was like, it's one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life?
Whoa.
And it's just like...
Seriously?
It's always just shown as like a creature just looking, not doing anything. Aw, come on. What is that about? Shut up. Shut up, video game. Nobody asked you. Cranes are sometimes used for moving a train. I mean, but like Occam's razor, right? Like, we're literally in like a train depot. Gonna use that. You know what? It could be. I don't know why it would be, but it should be. Oh my god. The shining vessel we stepped into eventually stopped descending and opened its doors. We walked out and found ourselves in a strange room, and it contained something remarkable indeed.
Why's that here? It's exactly like the pod Pewter was in.
That's not the thing I'm concerned about. Shut up.
I was not expecting this.
Yeah, it's all important, and it makes me mad. Don't worry about it. There's a guy over there I recognize, but I don't remember his name.
Does this mean that Hina's actually involved in this?
I mean, like, for sure, the fact that you, like, doubt that even a little bit at this point is actually kind of disheartening, but also it's Date.
All those times she was playing on her phone, was she actually giving orders?
No, it's very strongly implied that she, like, created an AI, maybe using, like, the same infrastructure that like Aiba and Tama have, because like she has Abyss information but like didn't give it a body. That seems to be like what's going on.
That is not impossible.
You have her comm logs?
I do, but the traffic from the other side is encrypted. I could not trace it.
Aiba's capabilities are such like a nonsensical plot device. They're like exactly as omnipotent as is needed. Like sometimes she's like basically like god of the internet, and sometimes she's like, lol, phones are hard. Like writing for Aiba seems really difficult.
Someone wants to hide their tracks. That just makes this even more suspicious.
I will say that there was something off about her from the start.
Is it the way that she talks that makes everyone in chat huge mad every time she talks? Which is fair, I'm just saying, like, it's not like a subtle detail.
Right. You were involved with Mizuki's plan and the thing with Pewter.
You know, the thing with Pewter?
Though, what I am about to say would actually dispel any doubts about her.
Magica dispel?
What do you mean?
Let me explain. Do you remember how
Picturing
surprised
it.
Hina was when she saw the video feed of the escape game?
She was just shocked to see a lizard thing, wasn't she?
Perhaps she was specifically shocked to see a lizard thing that she knew in a context that it shouldn't be in.
Actually, her reaction occurred when she heard the reptilian's voice.
Her voice?
The moment Hina heard her speak, her heart rate spiked.
Man, I'm not sure I want that level of information about people around me. I feel like it would make me, like, psychotic.
Why would that happen?
That is unclear as of now. It may have been a voice she knew, but did not expect to hear.
So, she might know something, but she doesn't have the full picture.
Perhaps.
But
if we find traces of her on that pod or this facility...
It would make her a person of interest.
Person of interest, Jay, I guess?
Exactly.
Okay, what do we do next?
Shut up, Ota.
Yes, I discovered some fingerprints.
That's not the right voice. I'm pretty sure that's not the same guy.
Whose?
Well, there were multiple fingerprints belonging to the Abyss member Hinatsuki Ono.
So it's true.
But there were other fingerprints that stood out.
Oh?
They belonged to Sakura Asahi, the girl who disappeared 6 years ago.
Sakura Asahi?
That's the same person mentioned on the poster at the Matsushita diner.
Seriously, fingerprints? I'd rather not. I take it you're an Animaniacs enthusiast then.
Not only that, it's who accepted Mizuki's request.
It is now extremely likely that we are dealing with the same person.
Do you have any other info about this Asahi?
I actually happened to be investigating her case recently.
That's nonsensical.
She
Go
was
on.
staying at Central Hospital. They said that she was comatose for a very long time. She was, more or less, in a vegetative state.
There's something like comically suspicious about like a law enforcement officer being like, the hospital says that she was in a coma, but I just don't know about those medical professionals.
Then she suddenly woke up and either disappeared
Or was taken, right?
Okay, hang on. I triggered Aiba's trivia. We met this inspector multiple times. Okay, so this is supposed to be Kaniza, but like, that does not sound like him. For some reason, no one seems to be able to remember his name. Of course, he is registered in my database, so I most definitely know it. Unless my database is destroyed, the digital data etched into it can never be damaged or lost. Though the same applies to the information recorded by the human brain. Generally speaking, it's never lost, and what determines whether the information can be remembered or not is the strength of the synapses, the roots that enable access to it. We AI, on the other hand, can use random access to reach the necessary information at incredible speeds. That difference in structure could be counted as something that separates us and mankind. With that in mind, his name is... well, it... Of course I remember. I'm a highly advanced AI. I remember, I do. Of course I do. It's... Kamaduma! Seko also points out, more or less in a vegetative state. No, I think that's like when sometimes they'll like show you like a flashcard with like faces on it, and they'll be like, how bad is the pain on the scale of 1 to 10? I think they do the same thing for vegetative states, right? He needs to be the villain of the 4th game. I mean, like, I genuinely do feel like it doesn't even seem like it's totally out of pocket for like some of the like character arcs in this series, but like if they did a like post Nirvana Initiative game, I would appreciate it if the Inspector was the villain of it.
What else do you know about her?
Well, before her coma, she was doing R&D for medical equipment. The records say that she was subject to a violent assault that damaged her skull and left her unconscious.
That's not like an inaccurate statement, but there's something really weird about that phrasing to me. She was subject to a violent assault that damaged her skull. Like, not like her skull was fractured in an attack or something. I don't, like, it just feels like a weird way to put that. It's not technically inaccurate, it just feels weird.
Right, I've heard the same thing. Aiba, can a person create an escape game while unconscious?
I mean, depends on the quality. That last one we did, maybe a little bit.
Well, the fingerprints alone prove without a doubt that she was here.
Does that mean she woke up?
We could presume she did, but we would still not know where she is now. Also, the developer of the escape game could have been using a pseudonym.
Are you suggesting that Hina was using Sakura Asahi's name?
That is only a conjecture, but it is likely.
If she knew both Boss's plan and Mizuki's plan...
Hina would be the only person in a position to set this all up and make Iris disappear. Though that is still only a possibility.
This is just a game theory.
Nothing more,
or
huh?
a game possibility?
But it is enough for us to question Hina.
Agreed.
Have to find her first.
After that, she lived in Central Hospital, only to disappear about 5.5 years ago. That's all I know about her. Is that what you needed?
Sakura says, I knew I was right to hate Hina. Now, to be clear, she was obviously a villain. Like, I know that she, like, wasn't doing evil stuff, but, like, it could not... Especially considering how few new characters are in this game, she, like, very clearly has to be related to the villain. We're absolutely going to have to Somnium Hina. It's either that or, like, we'll never see her again until the end of the game or something. I don't know who's in the pod. It could be her. Apparently it's not Kaniza. I mean, Kaduma?
Yeah, thanks. By the way, you're very diligent. Keep up the good work.
Of course, sir. Okay, you're seriously not gonna ask?
Ask what?
Something you should have asked a while ago.
What do you mean? Are you okay?
Ah, man. I had so much fun back then.
I appreciate the fact that, like, we've retconned, like, consent. Like, no, it really is a game that we play. Like, it really, like, I promise, I actually like it.
Aiba, did I do something to this guy?
Do you not remember?
I can't remember what I don't remember.
Observe closely. You better believe it. Let me, like, do the basic look first, though. And Inspector. Great. Good talk. Now let's observe closely. The Inspector is investigating something. I feel like the Inspector is looking at me. I feel like the Inspector is looking at me with purpose. I feel like the Inspector is trying to say something. My eyes met the Inspector's. My eyes met the Inspector's again.
Yeah?
Aren't you forgetting something?
I am? What?
Don't you want to ask me something?
No, I think I asked everything I wanted to.
No, you didn't. What are you talking about, man? This isn't like you.
I think Date's having an off day too. There's been no sleep for Kaname Date, and I'm pretty much the same. So, like, kindred spirits. Wasn't he borderline having a mental breakdown about it in Nirvana Initiative? I mean, I think that did happen, Kat, but you have to keep in mind that everyone was sort of subject to the entirety of Nirvana Initiative, so, like, basically all of that is under duress. If you ever watched the show Community, they had like a kind of a maligned season and rebounded from it by just sort of saying that, like, all the stuff you didn't like in that season was hallucinated as the result of a gas leak that encompassed the entire campus. I feel like that's what we're doing by making a Nirvana Initiative game that's not a sequel.
What?
Okay, now I have a bunch of questions. Okay, now Sarah's immediate response to that line of questioning was ask him on a date. I can't ask him if he has a girlfriend, so that's like... that's a start.
No!
I see.
But no, that's not it! There's something you should have already asked me.
What are you talking about?
Your thoughts on the incident?
There's a lot that just doesn't add up.
Like?
Like why an armed gang showed up, and why you're teasing me like this.
I don't appreciate this. Daddy does not approve.
Don't say it like that. Sounds weird.
Hey, how's the job going, buddy?
Quite fine, thank you.
Good to know. See ya.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's up?
There's something else you forgot to ask, right?
No, I don't think so.
Is your mask on, Zutai?
My chest is tight. Date, you're forgetting something very important.
I have no idea what you mean. Ka?
Uh-huh.
Ka?
Kagami. I'm Kagami.
It's never not funny. There's so few things in this world that just like maintain the same level of humor no matter how often you go back to the well, and Kagami is like 100% on the list. This joke is always good. Even like the anti-meme version of the joke we're doing now is still really good.
Okay, jeez, you don't have to yell.
Finally, you finally asked me.
I didn't actually.
Are you crying?
I already learned his name. There's no point in asking again. Well, I mean, the thing is that technically I didn't ask him before, and he really wanted me to, so I think I should ask, right? Probably learned his name. There'd be no point in asking. What's his name again?
Hey, what was your name again?
Kagami.
Right, that was it.
Yeah.
Kagami. I'm telling you, it's Kagami. Yes, this is exactly it.
Do you want me to remember it or not?
Remember my name, don't remember my name. The choice is yours. I want you to know me, but also I don't.
I don't know, man. He's just really... Are we heading for a bad end? I don't know, man. But you can't convince me to stop asking this guy his name as long as the option exists.
What the hell?
I am Kagami.
Listen, this is a very serious matter. Please stay professional on the job.
Oh, sorry. Word on the streets is that they call me Kagamin.
It sounds kind of like Gagarin.
When I saw the bill at the hostess bar, my face turned blue.
They don't actually call you that, do they?
No, they don't.
Is he about to have a mental breakdown and murder all of us? Probably not, because he's not in jail for Nirvana Initiative, but this is exactly the reason why we all keep saying that he has to end up as the villain.
Rubber Man, was it?
Why would the... In what... I mean, that's probably really funny in Japanese. And it's not funny in English, I just don't understand it.
Nobody in the whole world is named Rubber Man.
That's not... I know a guy who took a bite of gum gum. And I think they call him a rubber man.
Kaga something, right?
I do appreciate that, like... My sense from this is that before they even went to the drawing board to make a third Somnium Files game, they were like, all right, what content do we have for Kagami? And like they made like a whole bunch of it that could feel like an entire Somnium Files game, and then they realized that like he's probably only in this one scene, so they kind of just let you go on like forever.
Oh, too bad. You're so close.
Are you making fun of me?
I also like that Ota is sitting here watching me do this entire time. Oh, by the way, I found a sticker. It's been bothering me that it's been doing that.
My name is Kagami. Kagami.
Hey, Kagami?
No, it's too soon.
I think we've like literally broken this guy. Like at first it was just straightforward. He wanted to be recognized for his work. He like literally wanted people to know he was doing a good job, that he was like always on the crime scene and always understood what to do. And then we just kept asking him, and then he like, then it was like Pavlovian like behavioral therapy, and now he's like, well, now I can't like do my job if you don't like act like you don't know who I am.
Let's end this.
Huh?
Your name is Kagami.
But...
It's time to get back to work.
Okay. Fine.
He literally changed the angle of his face so that you can't see his eyes to suggest that he's like downturned.
I'm sorry, but that's the way it has to be, Kaniza.
They brought back Kaniza, the one I always remember for no reason.
Okay. My name is Kagami!
That's very good. Do you think this guy's also, like, he also happens to be named Kagami, this other guy? Dude, where's my car? Where's my car, dude?
You mean the car that was inside? We had it moved.
Well, thanks for that.
But why was it there, though?
That's what I want to know. Seriously, how did they get in?
Through the service entrance, obviously.
Maybe we should have come in that way, too.
It is pointless to say that now.
True.
You find anything?
Yeah. Talk to the inspector for details.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought maybe I'd be able to do a second hand who's on first.
No, we couldn't find her. And we don't know where she went.
Did you try looking for her?
I see.
She's probably not here no more.
Figured.
There's evidence that a car left through a different service entrance.
And that means she's probably far away by now.
She's at least car away by now. By which I mean she drove the car away and is whatever distance away the car managed to get. Hi, Ota. Where's
He
Mama?
left. He said he doesn't feel comfortable around cops.
Well, that's probably fair.
Not surprised.
He was also yelling something about how he was gonna save Tessa himself.
Moma, please don't do anything stupid.
Date, I want to save her too. Tell me if there's anything I can do.
Well, Aiba, do we have anything for this guy?
Hey, figure out the name of that inspector over there.
No.
Figures.
Date, what should I do?
Get online.
Why?
It turns out that the escape game was being streamed.
What? Really?
You look into the videos that went up. Check their view counts, likes, subs, all that stuff.
Leave it to me. I will complete this important mission and save Tessa!
I'm counting on you. Phew.
I could retrieve that info for you in less than a second.
Yeah, but this'll keep Ota busy. Don't want him causing trouble.
If all he is doing is watching streams, then he cannot get himself into danger.
All right, let's not go overboard here. I'm not entirely sure that that's true.
I am impressed. You actually used your head for once.
Gee, thanks.
About the escape game venue.
The entrance was at the station, but they went and built a whole UFO here?
Thinking about it now, that might have been part of the old amusement park above the station.
I had no idea that even existed.
Well, before Kawasaki became restricted 8 years ago.
Kawasaki, that's the name of the inspector.
They were probably trying to make money from people going to Bloom Park.
Katrin says we've successfully sent Oda on a wild goose chase that should keep him from getting in the way. Sarah's response, aw, but he could have gotten hurt.
So either way, Matsushita Diner would have been...
It's a different kind of business, so I doubt it would have taken many of our customers. If it hadn't been for the accident, our diner might have really been something.
Well, I mean, you and your family still own it. Never mind.
Sorry, Ota.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's Mizuki.
Connect us.
Date, I got a message.
From who?
Asahi.
What does it say?
It's just one sentence. Do you like fireworks?
Son of a bitch.
Does that mean Iris is in trouble?
Don't worry, I'll save her.
It's the Okiura Fireworks Warm Storage Warehouse. I knew it.
But
I'll save her, even if I have to blow someone's head off.
In fact, even if I don't have to blow someone's head off, I'll blow someone's head off and then save her. Starting with whoever's standing directly in front of me.
Ryuki.
Put him on.
Mr. Date, I found Hina.
Where is she?
Ikume Shrine.
I'm going there now. Where are you?
Already there.
Good. Stand by.
Okay.
Date,
Mizuki, we're dealing with someone armed and dangerous. You stay home.
But this is for Iris.
And what about you?
Huh?
You're always putting someone else first. You're always trying to help someone else. You're strong, Mizuki. But this time, I need you to trust me.
I literally can't have you die before Nirvana Initiative because it would create a time paradox.
Please. Stay safe.
Date.
Kat says, okay, so I'm not the only one whose reaction to the mention of fireworks being like, ah, dang it. I mean, just generally against the concept of fireworks then? Not just in some sort of, like, annoyed about its use in the narrative situation?
Are you sure about this?
She's still just a kid.
That is true. But she is no ordinary kid.
Squeak, squeak.
I have to show her she can rely on me. I'm her dad, after all.
In a manner of
I
speaking.
see. Very well.
Anyway, we should go.
Indeed.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak. For a while, it seemed like every game had, like, rats in it to use rat noises. But, like,
Date,
it has not come up a lot
Hina
lately.
is over there.
Yeah, I see her. What is she doing?
I don't know. She's been fixated on her PC for a while now.
She's
Well,
trying to
whatever.
set up a new
Let's
work
go.
computer, but IT isn't responding. That seems ungood.
Date,
What?
we are being targeted.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it would be pewter. Yeah, that's probably the problem, huh? Pretty sure that's not how, like, stuff works. That didn't even seem like that was the angle I was being shot at from, but what do I know? I've been off all day. I was kind of just gonna save at the start of this,
Date,
but I guess we're
are
doing
you
some
alright?
quick time events, huh?
Holy shit. Here we go again.
All right. We don't want a scene here, people. So don't shoot if you don't have to.
We literally
Why are
just
they
did that.
protecting her?
I have no idea. But if they're gonna get in the way, just have to kick their asses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of them. You think you can handle it?
Yes, it won't be a problem.
Finds his shoes are
That's what
tied
I
together
like
and
to
immediately
hear.
falls on his face. If they're not planning to shoot, why are they still brandishing guns? It seems like they should all have the batons in that case, right?
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you too.
I hate the
Hey,
guns in
you
melee
idiots
range
think you
trope.
brought
It's
enough
not
guys for
good.
this?
It's hard to make that
You don't have a
seem
choice.
reasonable.
Weapons free.
willing to use their guns now. This could get ugly.
This looks like a
Date,
pornography
the
problem.
smart move here is to deploy a flashbang and quickly retreat.
Run away and leave Hina behind?
You realize she could be with them.
Well, we won't know until we ask her.
What other option do you have? You are pinned down.
What can I do?
Well, I know this one.
Ryuki.
Free Aiba.
Use Tama's help to dodge. Aiba, run the calculations.
Roger.
Fire!
Whoa!
A little unclear what we're going for, but that works.
Close one.
Ground pound.
Wait.
Mizuki!
You can thank me later. Extra large ramen, please.
Hey, Mizuki, I told you to stay home.
Yeah, you did.
Look
But
how
I
that turned
just
out.
wouldn't be home without you. And I'm never losing my
She said,
family
throw
again.
the kid at him.
Mizuki.
Couldn't do any more harm to Ryuki, right?
You're a real handful.
Now break
How
all
about
their
if you
bones
help
with your
take these guys
pipe.
down, I'll throw in the garlic, the veggies, and all the extra toppings.
You got yourself a deal. Let's take out the trash.
Date, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock. In that order.
Roger that.
Roger, what?
Okay, Mizuki, remember your training. 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, then 9 o'clock. Got it?
Got it, Date.
Not Date. Master.
Shut up. Stop making this
Let's
weird.
go. Next, 12 o'clock.
If only my mom was here. She was so powerful.
Last one, 9 o'clock.
They're just so violent.
And now.
Nani? Yeah, that guy's for sure dead. For sure. Oh, that's press down, not angle down? That input could be clearer. Oh, and I have to do the whole cutscene because that's how this... Oh, wow. All of it, huh?
Sorry.
That's literally like the only input. And like, I just want to be clear. It shows two arrows pointing in a general down direction, so I did down on both. But what it wanted me to do was press both sticks in. And this is like the third or fourth QuickTime event in the whole game, and maybe one of them used that. And now you have to watch the whole cutscene over. He fell off the pipe, which is funny, but also like not lethal and probably fine. I'm not sure that it requires this entire thing to be rewatched. Is the thing. This is the main point I'm driving at here.
Let's take out the trash.
Again, where's Child Protective Services in this country?
12 o'clock, 9
I
o'clock.
think they merged
that
with
order.
Human Resources, which clearly also don't exist.
Roger, what?
Okay, Mizuki, remember your training. 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, then 9 o'clock.
As far as I
Got
know,
it?
there's no way to skip or even speed this up, in case you're wondering. I've been
Date.
pressing buttons and
Master.
none of it's doing
Let's
anything.
Next, 12 o'clock.
I do like the first guy just kind of gets punched twice. The second guy gets punched in the dick and then, like,
9 o'clock.
elbow drop from orbit.
And now.
He does that so slow. It doesn't seem like it would be conducive to something. I couldn't remember which one on the Nintendo controller was the shoulder. Yeah, the third guy just kind of got, like, tackled. The second guy really got bodied there.
That was in perfect sync, Mizuki.
It was easy. Sure worked up an appetite, though. You better not back out of our ramen deal.
Of course not. Ryuki's got it, right?
Wait, what?
Please
I
save
do?
me!
Hina, come with me. It's about time you explained yourself. don't you think?
I'm taking you into custody, which is a new concept I have to explain because we're the worst police officers that have ever existed in fiction.
Who are those armed goons?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. They were clearly trying to keep us away from you.
But I really don't know.
Even in this world, usually they kind of have to refuse like a normal interrogation for us to sync with them. Plus, we've already established that there's a pod to sync with, and I'm still not convinced there's like a ton of game left.
I never met them before in my life.
She does not appear to be lying.
Who are they working for then?
Unknown.
Okay, finally I have control enough to save again. Data is saved. Hooray! What great news for the next generation. I'm pretty sure I've made that joke recently. Yeah, so, just in case I haven't showed off the flowchart. So normally in the other games, the flowchart is something akin to a flowchart as you normally expect it, where like the start of the game is sort of toward the top, and then it branches at a few points, and then it spreads out, and there's like a few different alternate endings and stuff like that. The flowchart in this game is a continuous line. Now, I don't know that it ends at the end of this row or whatever, but, okay, hold on. I'm having a little bit of a stroke. So chapter 4, when we like interrogate Mizuki in our house, it's 8 p.m. and then we go into the subway train after following up on Moma's tip about where Iris was when she was captured for the escape game. That happens 40 minutes later at 8:40 p.m. And then we do the whole escape game and we ask Kanizo what his name is like 30 times. And then we fight a bunch of armed goons and then drive Hina back to work. And it's 8 p.m.? It's like 40 minutes earlier? Can someone explain why that's happening? Like, I'm clearly well past the point where I can objectively tell you that something does or doesn't make sense, but that really doesn't seem to make sense to me. But yeah, just to make the point about, I'm not even sure that this game like truly has alternate endings that aren't jokes. We found like 2 joke endings, but like I don't know about that. Yeah, I got nothing. Okay, just so long as it's not just me, because like again, I cannot tell. I'm so busted. We time traveled at some point, or a developer screwed up. Or is it possible that a developer traveled through time to screw this up? Anyway, I think if we go on any further, like we'll just the curvature of like we'll come back around and it'll be like before we started the stream, and it'll cause another time paradox, is what I'm saying. So I still haven't really decided what to do tomorrow, but considering how super good I was doing at the puzzles in this game, I do think it's probably a good idea not to try and play some more blueprints tomorrow. Feel free to sound off on the Discord. Maybe I'll put up like a formal poll of some kind, but like, you know, something easy and talky and hangout sounds like it's probably good. We got stuff like Dwarf Romantic, Balatro, and we have some like older games I don't think we're probably revisiting, like Cobalt Core and Murder by Numbers. More Somnium. I mean, honestly, if like there was a lot of support for another Somnium, we might do it. But I also wouldn't want people who expect it to only be on Fridays to feel left out. There are also, Demolition got me a few train games for my birthday. I haven't actually tried any of those out. Could be a good excuse to try them out. The train games. What could go wrong? Other than the one that seems like you have to keep like building the train tracks in real time, or else they'll run into things and explode. That one might get a little stressful, but like we can still try it at least. But yeah, I mean, I'll say a little disappointed by the train escape, because I don't know, I felt like a lot of those clues were like a little wonky. I don't think any of those puzzles was like totally outright unreasonable. I do legitimately think that like the like colored number letter thing needed like a clue that wasn't the game just like telling me how to solve it. Like if I had to live in a reality where I had like no information at all, like I just don't think that anything provided to you makes that seem straightforward. But like I don't know, there was some cool stuff in there. Stuff that wasn't cool is the crisis mode attack the moon thing is very stupid. The escape rooms would be better if there were apes. Apes in the rooms to escape. An ape escape, if you would. I've heard of ape escape. I don't actually think I know very much about what ape escape is like. I'm pretty sure it's not escape rooms though, right? The actual ape escape. For some reason, I think in some like weird subconscious directory in my mind, I had like conflated ape escape with what's the one where the monkeys run in like hamster balls? Monkey Ball? Is it just called Monkey Ball? They're in the new Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Oh, that's right. I did see something about that, and I really didn't understand why that was true. Really did not. Thinking of Monkey Ball. Yeah, but those are like, those aren't those, right? Those are two different things. Anyway, yeah, hit me up on the Discord if you have thoughts about tomorrow. Maybe we do trains, maybe we do Dorf, maybe we do something. I don't know. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is that I like suddenly remember. Actually, Alien Earth sort of reminded me of this inadvertently. We're actually due for another Dark Portrait anthology. I'm not sure the new one is actually technically under the same banner, but like there's a new one of those games coming out like this October, I think, and it's like a space horror game. And I like kind of forgot it existed until I like randomly saw like an ad for it somewhere. And like that's like definitely a thing I would like to do this year. But then that got me thinking about the fact that like there are still 2 of those that I haven't played because we had like other stuff to do the last couple years, and like this year it is feeling less like that's the case. So there's like The Quarry and The Devil Inside Me, which like one of those is technically a dark picture anthology and one of those is not. It's like an imposter, but that might be something that we do for like much of October is those. And then I have talked about doing the Slay the Princess, which I'm sort of, it's been implied to me that that's spooky enough to count, and I think I know enough about that game to assume that's true. Psycho says, back when I still streamed, me and my buddy played the first one of those, and it was hilarious. You mean like the first Dark Pictures game, Man and Medan, when they're on like a cursed Chinese boat or whatever? His goal was to keep everyone alive, so I immediately decided my goal was to get everyone killed. So like the problem with that, especially in Man of Medan, is that like there are points in that story where it feels like the game like deliberately inverts the way those feel like they ought to work. Like I was kind of like passively trying to keep everyone alive, at least until I like when I play those games, I have a tendency to like keep everyone alive until someone like pisses me off or something seems funny enough, and then I let them die. But like there was like some point like mid early in Man of Medan, there was like a thing where like someone had to like escape on like a little like rubber raft from like a shootout on the big cursed boat, and like I made like some random offhand decision, and that dude just got like shot to death from like an unreasonable range from like a stray pistol bullet, and then he was just like out of the story. And I think he was supposed to do something interesting that just got like completely cut out of the game. Like I don't think like that's a thing that's supposed to be very likely to happen, or maybe the game is just even worse than I think it is. But like I for sure got that guy killed off early on, and then it just like didn't matter. And then there was like definitely another situation where like I remember like toward the end there's this weird confrontation where like a bulkhead door is trying to close, and we're trying to get like two people on the same side of it while like a killer is on the other side. And like again, I made some like relatively innocuous decision, and like the whole thing just like collapsed and like obliterated a dude like out of nowhere. It wasn't like like there's a risk of making this decision, or like you need to neutralize this guy before you try XYZ or else it'll be bad. I was just like, all right, let me just move this guy. All the bones are dust. It was just very abrupt. It was very memorable. The game might be a lot. It could be very mature. I mean, like, I play like M-rated games on stream. Like, how bad? I mean, this is an M-rated game. It's a part where one character is hallucinating that another one is a zombie and starts to kill him. I remember that. My buddy was like, I'm being attacked by a zombie. And on my screen, I could just see he was murdering the character I was playing as. Oh, you were doing like actual multiplayer mode? I don't think I've ever tried that in one of those. I don't know how many of them support that. That's really funny though. and you were trying to get him to kill the character. Like, yeah, man, the zombie's bad. All right, now seems like a good time to wrap up the stream. We'll do something fun tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific. If you want to know what it is, first make suggestions on the Discord and then show up, because I don't know. I'm like totally fried, man. I've been having such a bad time. Like, for some reason, the trip that I take in July is usually like a focal point where like things either start like improving or like going really badly. And this year, like, everything's been like completely bad off the rails since then. I got like super sick, and then my mom got super sick after trying to take care of my niece and nephew for 3 weeks because my niece had pneumonia, and we just did that anyway. And then just like all this crap with my house and work and all that stuff. It's been a disaster, man. My PC wasn't out of commission right now. I'd be so down to play one of those with you. Oh, maybe we should do something like that sometime. I would not mind revisiting like an older one that I haven't played in a while, so we could like both have a new experience. For the first time on those, I kind of like doing it just like totally blind and like, I don't know. But like maybe we figure something like that out someday. Anyway, before we can conclude the stream, of course, I have filled this room with stuffed animals, and among those stuffed animals are hidden some number of Squirtles. If you find one of these secret Squirtles, it will be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. And if you're anything like me, you probably need it desperately. So I encourage you to like look around and see if you can figure out where a Squirtle might be hiding. And then I will reveal whether there are Squirtles at those things. My guess was off screen. That much, and you know that I don't really entertain your nonsense guesses. I appreciate the headspace, but I'm not trying to like open your third eye or whatever. Evie, just so you can hold her. Oh man, I mentioned this on the Discord earlier. Today they released a new Eevee that like wasn't a thing that I knew they would make or could make. And then I saw it and I was like, this is the best idea I've ever seen and I have to have it. And I definitely shouldn't have spent money on it, and I did. It's like a plush Eevee that has like a little card holder for you to display like your favorite card. So it's like a Eevee that holds your favorite trading card, and it has like a little baseball hat on. And I can't imagine something that I want more than that in this exact moment, Because what could be greater? Secret Squirtle behind the crab. Now there are a few crabs. Do you have they've arranged in sort of like a pattern. You like this one's technically a lobster, but you like the little one, the red one, the king crab, or the pink one? Stage left. Okay. Also played A Way Out. I still have never played A Way Out, and I feel like I should. I have played. I don't think Katin and I ever finished Split Fiction, did we? We got like really close to the end. But I did. It Takes Two. Okay, so Crab guess. We got Evie guess. Teddy Ursa. Any other guesses? Way Out rules, but you actually need to. Yeah, no, like that's a different kind of game. That's like an It Takes Two. That like It Takes Two. Really brilliant marketing on the part of the people who made It Takes Two, because you're like, how does the game work? Well, before you can play it, takes two. Okay, so got an Eevee guess. It's good, Eevee. Not a Secret Squirtle, but something I haven't really had a chance to show off. A little while ago, my mom got me this little Eeyore. He's got little magnet hands so that he can clasp on stuff. He's like a Disney like theme park accessory. I think he's mainly meant to like hang on to like a backpack strap or like a purse strap or something. I haven't ever taken him out because I'm worried about him like falling off or something, but he's so cute. He's just a little guy. He does have the most comically large tag. It like literally is longer than this whole man. But yeah, sometimes I feel like Eeyore, which is all the time, and he's very relatable. He does have like roughly 50 feet of tag. It's very ridiculous. I don't know who makes these things. So no Squirtle there. Behind Teddy Ursa, we have a different sort of, it's like Eevee, but his face is a little weird because actually it's Ditto pretending to be Eevee. I put a couple of these guys out there because they made a big announcement today that they're making a game where you play as a Ditto that like turns into people and then like borrows other Pokemon's moves to like shape a little Animal Crossing village or something. So that's just a little nod to that. Now, right, because it's, yes, I see. So stage left over here, we got behind our crab, we do have a Squirtle. And I can reveal to you that in fact, if you had just simply guessed crab, you would have been correct, because all the crabs have Squirtles. But it's not just the crabs; it's all the little friends who have lots of legs, like our little Cheryl spider. That's what's been going on in this room tonight. Saw my sister's announcement about that game. I'm pretty sure she's known about many Pokemon secrets for a while. I don't know if there's something she said like next year she was like super excited about it. Absolutely couldn't tell me anything about it, but she's like, it will change the game or something very dramatic. Need more spiders for Halloween. I think I have 2 spiders. There's like a candy corn spider that like part of me kind of wants to get, but I'm not actually sure if it's as good as I think it is. But also, it's like a Target exclusive, and the closest Target is, let's just say, not close. It exists, but it's not close. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourselves until then. And remember that you are Clawson.